You're live.
Where is it? Where is it showing? Where is I am an it showing?
I'll check
Please
you.
check it. Um,
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's go. She's alive now.
uh,
Yeah. So NMR, I said I was going to drag you.
what are you dragging me for? Please don't drag me yet. Calm down. Let us introduce ourselves. Let's not let's not reveal ourselves as the hooligans that we are yet. I just need to confirm from someone that is on YouTube that it is actually live before we
Okay, that's
start
fine.
talking.
Looks like you're live because I can hear you echo.
Yeah, because my
Okay.
sister, okay.
Your audio just went off. I
Yeah,
couldn't
I
hear
turned
you.
it off because I was trying to tell somebody something. Okay,
Okay.
we're back now. Hi everyone. Welcome to our first YouTube live. I'm actually very excited because previous conversations have been like recorded, then I will post on YouTube after. But this is the first time we're doing it real time. Today we're talking about so many things, but overall, it is supposed to be a summary of how 2025 has been so far. Today, we're talking about the good films that we have seen, the bad, the ugly. We're talking about AMVCA nominations, of course. Just some trends that we've noticed in the last 3 months, and of course, the things we are expecting for the rest of the year, at least for Q2. And with me today, I have two of my favorite NMR community members. Hi guys, can you introduce yourselves?
Hello.
Okay, do you want me to go first? Hi, everyone. My
Hi,
name is Olatomiwa. Yeah.
hi
And I'm
Olatomiwa.
actually very excited to be here because I don't know, I love to watch Nigerian movies. As much as sometimes I'm like pissed, I just still go back and watch it anyways.
Mm.
Yeah, so and I like to also have like intelligent conversations about the movies that I'm very excited to speak with NMR and Ashabi here. So
You're welcome.
All right, I'll go next. Hi, everyone. My name is Ashabi. I'm so excited to be here because Enema and I agree on so many things when it comes to reviewing movies. And I've been watching movies since the days of video club, and I'm so excited to be here today. And let's get into it. Nice to have you here, Tamiwa. Nice to meet you, NMR. Let's
Hi.
get into it.
thank you.
Hi everyone. Nice to meet you. I'm very see, I know you both said you're excited, but you're not as excited as I am. So let's go right into it. The first thing I will ask you is what was the last film that you saw? Last Nollywood movie that you saw? Just tell me the name and rate it on a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay, mine will be Baby Farm. I just saw Baby Farm. I just finished it yesterday night.
Okay, I think mine is Finding Me. Yeah, that was
Fine.
the last Nigerian movie I watched. Actually.
Okay.
Finding
I
Me.
feel like Tomo has a lot to say about finding me, but we'll come to that.
We'll get there.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
We
okay.
all have a lot to say.
So let's say hi to
Try
the
not to be
people.
biased too, because I like
Okay.
Funke Akindele. So yeah.
Okay. For those in the comment section, you can drop comments. What was the last film that you saw? Hi. Hi, Debola. Hi, Akonde. Hi,
Someone is already knowing me from your comment section.
Ashabi. You know that you cause trouble a lot on social media. So, yes.
Ah,
Do you know I rarely comment on anything, but on NMR I just used to pour my heart. Like
Ah,
ah,
I
they,
usually
they
know
came they came for me in January. I like I never forget it.
you need to.
what movie
I
was it about?
What
Which
movie
movie
was
was
that?
it about?
Ah, it was a movie. Oh, I just said producers that should avoid us in cinema in 2025. Ah, oh,
See, somebody actually sent that video to me. I
oh
saw
my
it
god.
and I
Oh
was
my god, they
laughing.
came
I'm like,
for me. They, as in, I had to turn off the comment section at some point. I put it on again. I'll turn it on again. Someone came to my DM. I was just saying something about my children. I'm saying it wasn't. See, all the some of these
Movie.
are producers.
Bego.
but
Eh?
people and sentiments, to be
See,
honest.
some of these
As
producers,
in
their fans are very rad. And as much as possible, me, I always try to avoid them now. But
Hmm.
I'm not still going to avoid them. I should mask none because I cannot be using my money to watch a movie and you're not doing anyhow. So me, I don't send them. But they came to my DMO.
Oh my
Ekpe,
god. Oh my
Ekpe.
god.
Ah, I'm not even joking.
Now, wow.
That's
Because of
serious.
because of Nigerian movie, but me, I'm not going to relent. You know, lost on you. Oh, so long.
Abby, you are welcome. The last film you saw was Finding Me. All right. But to be honest, Ashabi, I feel bad that that happened. You know that since I've been reviewing films, funny enough, I've never had that kind of experience before. Maybe because I'm always very particular about the kind of language that we use on NMR, right? So I feel like anybody that just joins just understands that there is a way to engage here. So if you do some things, it will not be welcome. And I feel like everybody has been very compliant because I can't imagine somebody coming to my DM and cursing me Lori review. Anyway, let's get to business. So the
I
first thing,
think I
okay.
think the thing about it is that most of these RAS people, right? They are not really in cinema yet. So wait
Mm,
until you get to cinema,
uh,
or you as in you will see that the comment is usually very tough when you
mm,
review movies about
yeah,
TV
yes.
compared to other people. They will be the way they come, the way they are always like sentiment, always saying she's hardworking, she's cooking. I'm done with those people. They can't understand.
It is well. All right. So the first topic of today, let me just change the screen so it shows the agenda. All right. So the first thing today, we're talking about the movies that rocked and flopped in Q1 2025. So Tomiwa, you go first. You tell us the best film that you saw this Q1 and the worst. All right. Okay.
I don't think I have a best first because I would say none of the movies have actually really blown me away, if I want to be sincere. But really, I think Finding Me is it's probably like my number one to three. So I don't have like a best. So if I have a best, right? So let's say best is missing, number two is missing. So I'll say Finding Me is like number three. Then my worst movie would, for now, I did I actually watch this? I can't remember the short film if I probably saw it this year or last year. I think that would be my worst movie because I basically had to get a refund from Apple TV.
Wow. It was
So
that bad.
it was that bad. I was that pissed off. I think it's one of Mo's short films, and I'm trying to get the title now, and it did not just sit well with me at all. Like after watching the movie, I think I watched the movie with my wife, and she was like, "What is this?" We had to. I got a refund. Like if I
Wow.
hadn't gotten a refund, I would go as far as reaching out to customer service to make sure I actually get the refund. I'm trying
Uh-uh.
to get the name. Yeah,
Ah.
I'm that petty
Oh,
actually.
bad God,
So
yeah.
yeah, it
We're
was
coming back to that Finding Me that you said, though. But let Ashabi
yeah,
answer
it's
first.
yes. I'm trying to look for yeah. Actually, we can go on. I'm trying to look for the
Jesus,
short film,
look for the
Because
the name
title
of
how
of
the
the
can
short
you
short
say
film.
movie.
Finding Me?
Oh.
How can you say Finding
Yeah.
Me was your best movie? Well, your
No, I said it was
your
like
best.
number three. Number
You
three. It's not.
shall
I don't
say
have a
your
Maybe
best.
it's
best yet.
based on what he has watched. You can't be so sure about what he has watched as what he hasn't watched, right?
True, sure.
So let's give it to him for that.
So number three. Yeah.
Ashabi, what
Eh,
was yours?
me, I don't have for now, for this year, I don't have a good movie yet.
Mm.
But does it count about movies we went to the cinema to watch in this year?
No. It can be you saw online anywhere.
Okay, so me, I would say it's Alakadaba Jambuji. Ah,
That's
I
Okay.
went to the cinema to watch that movie. 9,600.
wow.
And I wanted to cry.
Wow.
I mean, like, let me change it to dollars. It wasn't up to like $10, right? But
But still.
for Naira, I pity people who watched that movie that were expecting anything. For me, they've not blown me away yet in 2025. They've
Yeah,
not.
I
They've
agree.
not.
Yeah.
Because I feel like 2025, 2024, 2025 is still like the worst so far
Mm.
in Nollywood in terms of the fact that everyone is just raising one another. Everyone just wants to push something out. And at the end of the day, they are just giving us just anything. So 2025 so far, I've not had that oh wow experience yet.
Mm.
No, I don't know the year we all watched Sister. I don't know the year we sure you understand what I'm saying. Like the year
Yeah.
you watch movie and you feel like, oh, people put mind into production, they put mind into the storyline, and all that. But you see, in this 2025, nobody has wowed me yet. I've not watched I Am Harness. I enjoyed Baby Farm. I'm not going to lie. But they something doesn't eat at the end of it all. The story
Mm.
was progressing well, then it just didn't eat for me. So for now, 2025, I cannot say, oh wow. Yes.
Okay. See, until today, I would have said the same thing as well. But today I saw I Am Honest by Biodun Steven, and I loved it. It
Oh,
was
really?
it was really good. I must say that it's not, again, it's a simple story, typical Biodun Steven. But the storytelling was just really good. Like
The other Steven tells good story. That's
the
not like.
storytelling was just really good. I liked all the women. Shafi Bello was in this film. Tina Mba. See, this is the best I have seen from those two um
Women.
Nollywood actresses in a while. Like their performances, so good. Then the
Mhm.
main actress, I think her name is, oh my god, I feel bad that I forgot. Oh my god, because I sent her a message. Like I went to her Instagram page and dropped a message. I told her I just wanted to say you did an amazing job,
Go
and I
ahead.
was surprised because nobody was talking about the film in her comment section, right?
Because
Like
it's on circuit.
because it's on circuit, right? I feel
That's
like
the problem. Because it's
people
on
need to
circuit.
see
And
it.
circuit is just exploring people.
uh, Her performance was really good. So yeah, that's for me. And the worst for me will be uh
Family basis.
no. I think either Family Basic or Pink Butterfly. One of those two.
Yeah, now you don't make me watch that movie.
Ashabi, you should
She
watch it.
has so much influence. She has so much
No, no,
influence on
no,
me
no.
too.
You need to
No,
watch
because
it.
she and I agree a lot on a lot of things, right?
You
We
should watch it
agree.
so you can feel what I felt. It was
So I
bad.
should still go and punish myself. Okay, for the sake of my followers, I'll do that.
Yes, please. They deserve to get like feedback from you. Like, but yeah, that's for me. So next thing now we're going into the
Suki.
film.
Suki is the worst of 2025.
We will come to that.
So, her
So
perfect
meanwhile, let's
life.
let's
That's the
start
name
from
of the
Finding
short
Me.
film.
You said what?
No, her perfect life.
Mm.
That's the name of the short film.
By
It's on
who?
Apple TV by Mo Abudu.
Oh,
Oh,
I said that's the one I told you that I had to get a refund.
oh my God.
no.
You said
No. And you are using money to go. If most movies not on the general platform, count me out. I cannot go on circuit now.
Mo
Mommy,
Abudu.
something have finished me. Oh, it's something I'll not say it's more Abudu's movie. I'll not go and watch on circuit TV.
Mo
Ah,
Abudu.
I
why?
was no,
Well,
But
I was
why?
very disappointed.
no comment.
Tell me what, but
Yeah,
why?
yeah.
But
Because
why?
No
I thought it was
comment.
going to be good. You know, the trailer seemed nice until boom. I was watching the movie and
Mo has good
I
editing
was like,
power.
what
He
the hell
has
is
good
this?
editing power. More that will
What
make
is
you
Hey,
this?
think.
Falakemi said a perfect life is not that bad now. Tomowa, they say it's not
Ah,
that bad though.
it's bad because why did she kill herself?
I've not
Why
seen it.
did the lady kill
But
herself?
for me,
Like it was
I
pointless.
think I'll still gonna watch it, Sha, because you think Malaika is a good movie, so I'm scared of you.
Think over 10. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Malika is 9.
Let's
I'm not
let's
saying
get there.
Malika is
Let's get
8.
there. Let's get
let's
there.
let's get there. So
Let's
first
get there.
things first. Let's
Let's
start
get there.
from let's start from so we can't talk about all the films, obviously, but we'll
Obviously.
talk about the like key ones that we've not had the chance to
Mhm.
talk about. So we'll talk about Finding Me, then maybe Baby Farm, Suki, um, Lisa B Part 2. Oh,
I
Lisa
don't
B
think I got
Part
myself to watch it.
Oh, you didn't watch it. I watched it. I suffered.
No.
If somebody said Malika is nonsense, tell me what somebody said Malika is nonsense. Where
Wait,
did
I would my hold on. My Leica did not end well. The ending was absolute trash. If anyone wants to hear it,
No,
the ending was
the
absolute
middle self.
nonsense.
Let's start from where Keke carried that girl.
So
NMR.
I
I think NMR. I think we are going to pause and let's talk about this Malika once and for all.
okay, let's talk about Malika first. Funny enough, I've not seen it. Tomiwa has sent me messages to check it out, but because
Mm.
I have to pay my money for it, I'm like, mm-mm,
Don't bother.
I
Don't
don't.
bother. Don't bother. See, it's too expensive for you to be angry.
So that's why I didn't say. But let me let you guys talk about it. So, Tomiwa, what did you
Okay.
think about Malika, and why did you think it was
so
a good film?
number one, why I think Malaika was a good movie was it was relatable. You know, we said we're going to talk about relatability. It
Yeah.
was actually relatable to me because most of the things the lady did that looked extra, I experienced it firsthand. And I don't want to talk so deep because I don't know how far this would go.
Mm.
So I experienced it firsthand. The only thing I would say that didn't make sense to me was the ending because how can a normal, average, rich, whatever Nigerian home suddenly started fighting, especially for the mother? I can hear that the lady, because she was doing taekwondo, she's able to fight, but how can the mom? Well, maybe the father too was also involved, but it didn't look so real to me. So I think maybe the relatability made it really look like a good movie to me
Mm.
because I experienced it firsthand. For so so I would say from that perspective. So for the storyline, again, maybe like what Ashabi said. When sorry, I woke up. I'm chewing something. So like what Ashabi said, when the lady, so when the lady got into an pep and something. So there's some things I try not to overthink, and don't be surprised that what we think common sense is not actually common, or common sense does not exist. That was what my sister said one time, and I agree with you. So let me just cite a very short example. So there was someone that something happened to one time, and it seems like a common knowledge you're supposed to report this, but the person did not. But it seems like a common knowledge. So my point is, don't assume that somebody can be as smart or can think like you. So because for me, I feel like they already painted a picture that the girl doesn't go anywhere,
Mm.
and she entered the NAPEP, and the NAPEP was taking her away from where she was supposed to be.
When you're done,
So,
I'll say something. No, honestly speaking, because see, I'm so sorry. Let me cut you at that point. Now,
problem.
in the course of the story, when the Napep dropped the girl there, she said, "The place I'm going to is just like 2 streets away from the place you picked me up from."
That
So
didn't
you
make
were
sense.
just
That
going like 2 streets away, and somebody drove you all the way from. It's like driving you all the way from, because they painted a picture of them staying on island. It's like somebody taking you all the way from Lekki one to Jack on the inside. Because she you understand that it took her to a slum, right?
yes,
So
yes.
there is no how your sleep will be deep in a keke mawa, keke napep. You slept overnight. There was not a case of maybe she was going through any trauma the night before. Then she woke up. Then she got into a napep. She was going to 2 streets away. The napep drove for more than 30 minutes, bro, with the way they painted the picture. And then all of a sudden, she found herself there. Now she has a phone. She has Uber on her phone. Now she could not now get Uber and get out of that place. Now she now went to Carnival with people that she does not know. They were now bro.
Maybe that didn't make sense,
I want to
but
read
like I
Uma's
said,
comments. Folakemi in the comment section says she wants to talk about Malika. She said, where did they get money to invite a good musician to the graduation ceremony who taught Toyin how to fight?
Yeah, that didn't make sense at all. Like
You
putting
see now
trust
that
out
you
to
know,
side.
tell me why you see that this your dad didn't make sense. Oh, thing four. That's to tell you that a
No, no,
lot of things
no,
are
no, no.
just
I shall be no. Like I said, what we said, the relatability
the
made it seem to
relatability
me.
is common for
To,
everybody. Tell me why. Maybe because you're a man. Maybe because you never what's it called? Maybe this thing. There are a lot of people who struggle with trying to conceive. There are lots of people, and my heart goes out to them. But if you want to tell a story as a story writer, tell it well. You start from the pick it up from the beginning and tell it well.
Mm, mm.
Saying
okay,
that,
I give it to you this time. Don't worry, you win. Yeah.
thank you, thank
So
you. Wàláì
Malika is an
mo
average
ti wo
movie.
movie mo wo movie fọ́ lórí dákú láti kékeré.
No, 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 no,
So
no. It's fine. No,
so I was like, damn.
baby. So, like I said, I think it's just the relatability that made it seem great to me because I could relate because it gave me so much memories of how So yeah,
Yeah, Michael says it's a good story, but it wasn't told well. And I think that's the point Ashabi is trying to make. And speaking of relatability, I think that takes me to the second film we're going to discuss today, Finding Me. I posted a review on Instagram, and while so many people saw where I was coming from, so many people disagreed till today. Like I posted it like last week, but till today I've been getting DMs from people saying that you don't know what women are going through. That's somebody's reality. And to be honest, I do not dispute the fact that that's somebody's reality, right? And in my review I mentioned the fact that it was just really sad just looking at what Atinuke was going through. But the fact that so many people are going through that in real life does not mean it was a good film. It was a good story, right? It was a good story. I thought Funke Akindele's performance was good, but it was not a good film in my opinion. Over to you. Who wants to start first? Why are people silent? Who is going first?
So I can go first. So
Okay.
NMR, what exactly like just pinpoint like two things that did not work well for you. I know you've written it in a review, but
Mm,
just give me like two things that did not work well for you.
okay. So the first problem that I had started with the moment when she kissed Anthony. So many people have said, oh, that kiss happened because she was vulnerable. I understand, right? But my point is that that kiss did not it did not help the film because it would have been better for us to watch them become friends, for us to see how Anthony supported her, for us to see them go through that process, right? Then the relationship can come in. But this relationship just came out of nowhere. Suddenly, she's cheating with Anthony. Suddenly, they're sleeping together. And let's not forget that she gave him money. I felt uncomfortable with the fact that it was after she gave him money, he started saying, oh, I love you. Where's the love coming from, please? Like, nobody can tell me that he was attracted to her in that film. Because at no point did we see any sort of acknowledgement. You know, that subtle things that films will do, and they will show you the moment when a man looks at a woman differently. They will show you that moment where the man realizes that, oh my God, I am actually attracted to this person, or I actually like this person. There was nothing like that. Anthony collected money. Next minute, he was in love. How? I don't even think we heard them like actually speak, talking to themselves. That's how normal people bond. Like it would have been nice to see them bond so that when the ending will be realistic, because to me it just seemed like she was going from another one guy who was collecting her money to another guy who was collecting her money. I think that was the first issue that I had. Then the second one was the whole the way everything then ended, like the moment when they arrested Anthony, said they found a dead body in his car, then suddenly the police arrested another guy. They found a video on his phone. Everything was just scattered, to be honest, because we did not even know how they linked the two cases together, how Anthony eventually left jail. Like, it was just a poor ending, in my opinion. But let's not forget, the middle was already poor from the moment that whole thing with Anthony started. Then the ending was poor too. I think with this viewpoint, it is impossible to say that um, Finding Me was a great film, in my opinion. Thank you.
Ashabi, do you want to go first, or do you want to
I
talk?
think Ashabi got kicked out, so but she's back in now.
Okay.
Am I backing now?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
My body has beaten me on. I think you will know that I'm backing. I'm backing. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Ashabi, do you
So
want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
no, I think you already spoke about Finding Me, Abby. Have you?
No, so I
No, I
don't know.
didn't say no. It was before, not now.
Okay, me, I haven't said anything. Let me say
Yes,
my own.
yes.
Okay, go first.
I think my art is going to awake the day that Nollywood will actually write a story of a woman who leaves an abusive partner and then stand on her own.
Mm,
So disappointed in this producer because she could have told the story without the man involved.
mm,
Because we are seeing her doing, doing after marriage. You know, when she left her first marriage, I'm so sorry I'm diverting, she achieved a lot.
mm,
Now, good for her, she got into the second one. And what happened happened. But we now saw that after the second one, she has really like so many people now even know you can no there any household that will say they don't know Funke Akindele right now,
mm,
right? So I was expecting, honestly, for the life of me, I was expecting her to tell a story of a woman who will not end up in the hands of another man
mm.
to find themselves.
Okay.
So I know Sabi has people.
Okay.
Sorry, let me just finish. I know Sabi has people
Yeah.
they do this thing though, but is it that easy to jump from one man's hand to another man's hand?
Like that.
Is it that I'm married, but I don't think I can jump from one man's hand to another man's hand easily. I will just want to take a break. Yeah, I know that people might be vulnerable, but you don't get so vulnerable to the point of just having sex with just a random person. Because to me, Anthony was random. Yeah, you can say they've been going to his club before then,
But
but it
still,
was still so random to her. All right.
I agree with you. Tomiwa.
Okay. For me, I would say first we should try to like separate producers from their real life stories, because the truth is, whatever everybody does in real life should not even, in my own opinion, should not depict what or what kind of movie they should probably write or do. So because she's doing well without a man or something, and she's probably painting a different story, I think we should not try to relate that one. Then two, I feel like she in Finding Me, she's not the regular babe. Look at her best friend. Her best friend was like the regular babe, the regular Lagos Jati or Abuja babe that that knows a lot and is very, very fashionable and all. If I probably want to look at her, like without even looking at the story, she looks like just a babe that's just average from a very rich family, and her dress sense was zero. So she, first and foremost, in my own opinion, she was not as exposed as we would think she should be. Because if she was, one, she would understand that everything she's wearing was trashy, one. And two, she would also understand that she felt like, okay, yeah, this is coming to my head. From the movie, she felt like her husband was like a trophy to her, because she felt like she didn't deserve to have that kind of man. So now so looking at all those things, I feel like it could make her really vulnerable
Tomiwa,
when
Tomiwa, I'm
she
so sorry.
sees.
But there was never a point where they portrayed the guy as being superior to her, as seeing the guy as being superior to her. And
No, when I
honestly
no, they
speaking,
get no. Look at it. No, this is of course no. They are
they didn't portray it that
okay.
way. They
When I
didn't
mean when I mean
portray
when I mean superiority, I'm talking about. the guy wanted this kind of girl, but at the beginning he said it. This is what I have, but of course, what a man would do, he cheated. So he
Okay.
just
So
wanted,
I'm
yeah.
so sorry, but let me say something.
Okay.
I see myself a bit in Atuke's dressing, right? I grew up with boys, and I'm the only daughter in my house, girl in my house. And before now, my dress sense was light and light. When you see me, you see a boy. Do you understand what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
with time, I started getting myself, not because my husband or anybody said so, because the man who I married said the man don't even care. He just have a good ass. Do you understand? But with time, I started, well, not because anybody said so, but just because for my own sake, I started putting effort into myself. And that's
Mm,
where I feel like finding me should have got us all as a woman that, see, if this situation is not working out for you,
Mm,
get out of it. You
mm,
don't have to cheat. Let me
mm,
tell you something. Women don't cheat on impulse like that, though. I don't know what Nollywood is portraying for you people, but women don't cheat on impulse like that, though. We are not like men that we are moved by the sight of what we see. Walai.
no, it
For
was she
a
was not
woman,
moved by what she saw. She was just vulnerable at that point.
that's what
no, women, that's what
I'm
I'm telling
saying.
you. Women are
That
not, we are not
responsibility.
that. See, we get sense, so we get sense. We are
She
not moved
was
by
just
sight.
vulnerable. So
Oh,
that's what I just
our
feel. I think she
vulnerability
was
not
just
be like that, bro. Our vulnerability is not like that. See, I can tell you that a woman can cheat with a man without having sex with a man. More like the man is easy to talk to, the man is easy to approach, goes out of the way. But she, you see, sex is usually the last thing a woman will cheat with. They are telling us that she and Anthony were like chatting, 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 chatting. Do you understand?
Ebola
Anthony was
said
keeping
it's because she
Anthony
was
was keeping her
out
company. Anthony was doing this. Anthony was doing that. Honestly speaking, I would have totally
accepted
agreed
and believed. Me too.
and believed.
Me
But you
too.
see, sex, to me, when you're not a girl, oh, and I will tell you now, and I know that a lot of people will agree with me. You see, sex, that will be the last thing a woman will cheat on a man with. Talk
Ashabi.
about Satma.
No, I wanted to call your attention to a comment in the comment section that said that in her defense, she has been sex starved. Do you think that could have been a factor?
I
exactly.
don't know about them, Sha.
Broken.
Me, I
No,
don't know.
let us okay, wait. I think we should first analyze this character. This character was broken. Look at what happened at the point where she was complaining to our best friend on how the husband was treating her, yada yada. Then her husband now called her and was very nice to her. Immediately she switched and she was like, "Oh my God, my husband is back." Just that, just that instance. And but
Hey,
the
for a
stupid
woman that
man,
not loved her husband that way, that much, then she will hardly jump into another man's arms and
she,
have
Ashabi, you
sex.
said
well,
you should speak for yourself.
Bro,
Oh,
bro, you can kiss,
she
you can do a lot
she
of things,
was
but
broken.
sex.
She was broken, Ashabi. Ashabi, she was
Woman,
broken. She
a
was
woman will think sex
broken.
before she will have sex with a random man.
see,
She
we're
was
not going
Trust
to.
broken.
me.
We're obviously not going to agree. But Tommy, one thing I will say, one thing I will say is that for a film that was supposed to be about a woman finding herself, I did not think that Atinuke found herself.
She didn't
Right?
find herself. Oh.
Even the entire makeover, it was still because a man prompted it, right? And
But why can't a man make you find yourself? Let's
what I'm
actually
saying
start
is
that
that
discussion.
No, it
changing
doesn't.
your
That's what
hair
we are trying to let you
changing
know.
your hair and makeup does not mean finding yourself. A
So,
woman is
our
more
husband has
than
even been saying it that,
a
oh, this is the
woman
way I
is
want you to
more than
dress.
what she wears. A woman is more than the hair that she has on her head.
God bless
Of
you.
course,
I would
of
have
course, of
liked to
course, of
see her
course, of
come to
course,
that realization. You know that moment
of
when
course.
you can literally see storytelling is so powerful. Like they will tell the story so well that you will see the moment she will come to herself. Like, I am powerful. I can do this. I don't need to take this from anyone. I deserve better. See, storytelling is so nuanced. You will be able to see these things even without somebody talking. Even though she changed everything outward, Atinuke was still that woman with low self esteem that still based her value on how a man saw her. Do you know
Obviously.
that? Do you know that she was kicked out of the company because of that money that she gave him? Okay,
Yeah.
imagine. Like, maybe she even then decided to focus on the business to say that
Thank
I'm going to go
you.
back,
That
I'm going
business
to
that
do
she and that
better,
guy, that
I'm
business
going
that she and
to
that guy started, do you know that they didn't say anything about that business?
you get like I'm going
That
to go
business would
back.
have been that place where Kola will feel like, are you cheating on me with this guy?
I'm going to revamp this business because remember that
Uh-huh.
her husband's side chick called their business Raz. She said it was Raz and local, and she was doing this pitch to tell them how to rebrand so that they get larger market share and they just revamp their brand identity. She should have
Or,
gone back to
or
focus on
even
that.
beg that dad and say, Daddy, okay, remove me as CEO. Let me
But
work
let me
myself up.
see
Let me do. Then the business she started with Anthony, she could have just built up that business, make it something big, a big club, a big restaurant, lounge that even Kola and the stupid girl will now even come because they've heard about it. You don't understand that they will see that I look at the guy that she's with. And then she can just walk out one day at the end of the movie. A movie does not have to be ending with tragedy or things like that. Walk out
exactly.
and say, this is me now, Atinuke. I have found myself. I have found my calling. I've
We
seen it
will
that
we
it's beyond me, it's
all
beyond the
of
man.
that. We will see it by
Now,
ourselves.
I'm
Like
ready
you're
to love
comfortable.
again. Let's see what love throws at me. See that movie.
She didn't need to end with a man. Men are
It was a
important
man.
for us. Men are
Don't
important.
Well, I
see.
agree. I
But
agree
men are
again. She
important.
didn't
Men
need
are
to.
good. Men are good. We love men. But I hate it when they make a woman story all about a man. There
I
are people
shall
who
be.
are
Does it
doing
look like we're
exploits.
ganging up against Tomiwa?
No, no, no. We are
No, no,
not.
no, no,
Not
no, no,
yet.
no, 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 no. You're no, you're not. No, honestly,
Not
I,
yet.
I, I get you people's perspective, and I feel like, as much as I agree with you guys, I also feel like, secondarily, a man can actually help you find yourself, just like a woman can
We
also make you
agree.
find yourself.
We
So,
agree.
so the perspective, yeah, maybe a more in depth, a better storyline on how the man found helped her find herself would have probably painted the picture of the movie better. But again, in my own opinion, I feel it's not that bad. It's not a
Hmm.
terrible movie. It
Well,
was a good
No, it
watch,
wasn't
and
terrible. That's why me I told NMR on our page that I don't agree with the share 3.8 to
with
me.
the
Oh,
rating,
no, your rating
yeah, the
was
rating
low
was
for that
really low.
actually
movie.
Was
for
very low
Q2, for
because if I
Q2,
hadn't watched it, I wouldn't
mm,
have watched that movie
I
if I
won't,
had
yeah,
seen
with
that
your
3.8.
rating, you wouldn't have
wait.
allowed people, and it wasn't that bad. Let's be
Now let
true to
me tell you people
ourselves.
something that I'm thinking of for Q2. Maybe
Yes.
from Q2 I should not be putting rating again because I've realized that no matter how how much I explain why
Don't change yourself. Be
why
yourself.
a film is getting what it is getting,
You like
people would
rating.
agree with all my points, but still they will shall say just because
No,
so
leave the rating. The
they
rating
will
will
No,
still
leave
bring
the
traffic.
rating. Leave the rating.
Leave the
Yes,
rating. You,
leave
you
the
still need
rating. Yes.
traffic on your page, no matter how you think you're doing well. You still need the
Yeah.
traffic. You need the controversy. Leave the rating. But
Yeah, leave
I
the
mean, like
rating.
we
Leave the
agree to
rating.
disagree, right? Do you understand? So
Yeah,
we would
yeah, leave the
in the
rating.
comment section. If somebody like me just read your this thing, sometimes I might not want to drop. But if I see something that will catch me, like the rating now, I'll be like, oh, I agree with you, but I feel like this rating is too low. And that I know I told you that straight
Exactly.
up. I agree
Exactly. So
with
I think you
you.
should also leave
I
the
totally
rating.
because see, there's this movie I watched on YouTube. Sorry, I'm digressing.
mm,
Iyebiye by the Damlola Oni. I love the way she finished that movie. It was something similar to this whole Finding Me thing.
mm,
But I just love the way she finished the movie.
mm.
It wasn't about a man. She finished that movie and she told her uncle that Ewa, kò sáré ọkùnrin ayé mi báyìí. I want to focus on my career, relocating and all that. And talking about after God, good. She finished the movie. That was what I was expecting Funke to do.
Mm.
Finish the movie without a man. Let her come out driving a big car and flaunting the new hair and her new dress, the new hairstyle. So if Ukema Mura, give that to
Mm.
her. Flaunt that body and say, this is the new me now at
And get
Tinuke
new hobbies to invest
2.0.
that time and energy in other things.
Yes,
Yeah,
at
the
Tinuke
ending. The ending was
2.0.
too fast. The
Yeah,
ending
the
was
ending
too
was
fast.
just jaga jaga
Eh,
because what was that
Yeah, it
fight
was too
about?
what
fast.
was that?
Like
What was that fight?
What was
there's
that
no
fight?
reason why the doctor should be fake too. Anyways,
God bless
there
you.
was
Why
no
was the
reason.
doctor arrested? I'm like,
Fake. Yeah,
kilo
there
At
was
the
shele.
end of
because
the
doctor
day,
was
so far the reason why the doctor was how did they drop the body in the boot? And I see, and I think
there
that
was
this is
no
this is
reason.
where Monition's fees work well on Nollywood producer. And the problem I have with them is the fact that people will be wasting time in the first 1 hour, 1.5 hours of the movie. Then at the end of the day, you just start I just end the movie anyhow.
Yeah,
You know, J.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
I I think the for me, I think the takeaway, if ever anyone sees this, any of these guys sees this, the takeaway for what we've talked about from these two movies is whenever there's going to be this very that they should expand on stories. Go to tell us how this came about. You know, it would probably give more essence to the
Fọlákẹ́mi
storyline and
ọlọ́pàá ò lè mú wa ọdún ló dé tà ṣe you say you want to be police for us. Leave me alone.
so I feel yeah that they need to probably just give us backstories. You know, I'm watching like an American movie now and I'm like, oh, what happened here? Before in my mind I'm saying what happened. They already gave me like a backstory of what happened, you know, that kind of
Thank
stuff. So I
you.
think they need to do that really. Because really there's no I also feel it would have been nice to for us to see how the doctor and
Mm,
the husband actually ganged up against Atinuke to make
mm,
her feel like she had a problem and she did not have a problem. How
yeah.
did they face that time? And
I
was
think
the
they said
and the
it.
way
I think they showed it. I
no, they
think they
just
showed
showed
it.
the one scene where the lady, you
The
know,
one thing.
yeah, it was not. So what did she go through then? We don't
Mm,
know what she
We
went
don't know
through
why did
then.
they. Yeah, they
But
didn't give us a backstory. And was there not a point
backstory.
where our mother even called her and said, "Kilo de ti bimo," and
listen.
all that? You can't. You in a Yoruba
And really,
household.
I
You
think we are going to
since
need a timekeeper. Oh. 41 minutes,
sorry.
we are still on finding me.
Oh yeah, we are not
okay,
talking
yeah,
about
Let's
let's
it.
move
round up.
on.
Let's
Yeah,
round
let's
up.
move
Then
on.
we go to,
Yeah.
I think the next one should be Baby Farm.
Okay, you guys talk about Baby Farm. I didn't watch Baby Farm.
Okay,
Oh,
me.
Wow.
I think Baby Farm has the same problem that every other Nollywood movie will have.
mm,
And I think the problem is the fact that they will start a good movie. You
mm,
will see a good course, then
mm.
at the end of the day, they will just flop it
Mess
all
it
up.
up.
Because what was that carrying of corpse on the staircase?
Ah, my sister. My
Ah,
sister. Mm.
so oh, a
So,
corpse. So that's why 24 hours. So to my Steve, you people could sit it down in the car.
Ashabi, I think the first
Eh?
thing for me is we need to acknowledge that for Ebony Life, this was a major improvement. It was not their
Oh,
typical story. You know, typically their stories are very vain without any substance or
No,
depth.
let's clap for them. You don't have this thing on like TikTok that will be doing clap.
But for this particular one,
Ebony outdid themselves.
it was
I
actually
agree with you.
a story that had depth,
But
right?
they now Ebony did at the end.
So we
oh my
must
God.
acknowledge that.
The
And
Ebony did at the end.
another thing to acknowledge was the storytelling, was the acting. Oh my god. Those young ladies, especially the main girl, I think her name was
Mhm.
Adana.
Yeah, the Adana lady.
She did so well. Like, did you see her face?
Yeah, I think they said she was really pregnant. So
Really?
yeah, she was really, really pregnant.
Oh my god. Okay,
She
maybe
was
that's
really,
why.
really
Because
pregnant.
see, I was looking at her
The
every
crying. She
time
had
she
good
sat down.
crying.
Every single time she sat down, not see, she never out. Like, you know, the way they will forget themselves and just sit.
Mm,
Every
mm.
single time. It
And
was that,
this girl, Genova. I mean,
yeah, Genoveva.
Genoveva, that girl.
I think the Genova is a very good actor. He's
Genova
good.
the Genoveva
Good.
is a good. The girl knows how to act,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
I think like almost every time she usually gets into the hands of producers that sometimes God help the girl
Uh-uh.
because because I feel like
Well.
she did very well. No, that she did very well. But at the end of the day, I
Mm,
just feel like more flop that movie.
mm.
Oh God,
Yes,
I was expecting so much, but
yeah.
they just used some tiny, tiny things
I'm
to
getting
finish the
there.
movie.
I don't want us to only talk about the bad things. You know how we do it. We talk about what worked, and then we talk about the things that they could have done better. So,
Okay, I leave it to you.
so for that, acting was good. Yes, for like how the white actors could act. This is new because most times when Nollywood casts like white people, they're always like,
You are echoing. Oh.
I'm echoing.
Mm.
Uh, is it better now?
Sorry, I hope.
Yeah, it's better.
Sorry, there's a noise.
Come on, mute yourself. Okay, it's good now. Let's
Okay.
go.
Can
Mm.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go
Said
ahead.
even the white actors, they were not bad at all. And
No, no, no.
I really,
Usually, the man wanted to flop, but the lady carried the man. The
yeah,
white lady carried
she
the man.
did. It was that way she was
Mm.
talking very quietly. Ah, I'm like, They did well with this casting, so
She was in an abusive relationship also.
marriage as well.
Yeah, as well. Also, she wasn't that bad, and that
Mm,
I think I could understand the reason why there was a loophole in that home
mm,
because the wife is a good person and the
yes,
husband is bad.
yes,
So there was the reason why there were loopholes. That was the reason why there were. Okay, when we get to the not what happened part, then we
yes.
can talk about some things, sure. But
So,
I feel like there are so many for a
Sorry
series
for.
movie.
Okay.
eh, for
Please
what?
go ahead.
Yeah, sorry for cutting you short, but I don't know. NMR, did you read this comment by Folakemi Olaiwola that said, even finding me is a true story of a close friend and all those things. I just wanted to draw your
Yeah,
attention
we
to
saw
that.
it. We saw it. Yeah,
Yes,
that's why
and
we
Oh,
I
said
okay.
it's
responded to
people.
her.
It's relatable. It's
I
people's
told her
story.
that even if it is like, even I do not discount that it is someone's reality, but still they did not tell the story properly. That's my own conclusion, to be honest.
Okay,
That's
yeah, we can move on with Baby Farm, man, so I don't take
yeah.
it back.
So
Mm.
Baby Farm, very it was a good story. Although some people have said, oh, they copied this film, they copied
Me,
another,
as far as me, I've not watched this other movie.
and I'm
Baby
like,
Farm is a good movie.
exactly. And I'm like, see, there's no new story under the sun, right?
Osio,
So long
Osi.
as you are not, if you see a story, you are inspired by it, and you like work on it, you make it your own. I don't think there's any issue. In fact, somebody
No.
sent me on one nonsense errand, telling me to go and watch one Indian film like that. I could not cry because after watching it, I now went back to tell him that I've seen it though. There is no similarity. He said, "Oh, he has not seen Baby Farm." Oh my god.
And you're like, and you told me it's similar. Are you kidding me?
Right? So yes, so we've talked about the things that we
Oh my
like
God, that's so crazy.
about
Like,
Baby Farm.
I thought of that story. I wanted to cry for you because in
So
that movie they don't come short. They
uh
like two
yes,
hours,
it was really
3 hours.
long. Okay, so that being said, what were the issues you noticed with Baby Farm?
Okay, so for me, I feel like they should have told more story about Aisha. Aisha was so angry, and they should
Mm,
have just given us some stories about Aisha.
yeah.
Now, because the movie is already a series, give it to us.
Mm,
Is it going to be five? Is it going to be six? We're ready for it. You are the story. Tell
mm,
it well.
yep.
Give us a background story of some of these girls.
Mm,
How did get into that house? The point where
mm-hmm.
her sister now started looking for her.
For her.
Was a big part of that story because her sister walked the story to the end. So it should
Mm.
have just given us a story of how
But she
got
got there.
herself. What was story? How come her sister that loved her so much is now all of a sudden looking for her? Who dragged into the mess? Give us more storyline, but you refuse to give us the storyline of some of these ladies, which should have been a very integral part of the story.
Mm,
Because you gave us a story of we all know how Adana got there. But
yeah.
Adana met some ladies there that were a big deal to the storyline entirely. You should have given us a story of how got into that house. And even the angry bird Aisha, how come Aisha is that angry? What happened? Yeah, Aisha mentions that she had a miscarriage. How did it happen? What happened? What led to it? How many babies has Aisha given to the house? She should have given us the story. Now, another problem I had with we had hands on the wall with blood stains and all that. They
Mm,
never showed us how those hands got in there. Who was the person rubbing the hands? Some of
mm,
these hands look like female hands. Were they trying to escape? Were they fighting? Because
mm.
according to what we see, we saw that they injected them, most of them that died in that house, to death.
Exactly.
So how come we had so much blood all over the house? Now, for a place that had so much cameras, there were a lot of slip ups that had happened, like those girls going to corner to go and talk. And we could clearly see that the cameramen were looking at them and they were saying some sensitive things. How come nobody told the lady?
Mm.
Now, let's now get to the point of the point, and the point where what's it called? The lady died.
The blogger. Yeah, that's something Akonde Sumbo said that the blogger self who that she said something about, sorry, I don't know if Akonde is a man or a woman, but yeah, Akonde Sumbo just talked about the blogger. Continue.
So the blogger too, why was she so obsessed with
With
blogging
Sharis,
bad,
Abi was her
bad,
name.
yeah, saying bad things? It's not like the reason why she was after the lady is a very sensitive one. She had five
Who
miscarriages and he just started up five miscarriages. Like, who does that?
does that?
Even if you're a blogger, there are some stories that bloggers will be. We have empathy. What is that anger towards Cherise? What happened? Why is
And
she
why was she
so
following
angry?
her about?
Why was she following her about? Give us more story. And I think this is common with more and most of the Nollywood producers, because they feel like there are some stories that they should not even tell. No, don't edit some things out. Don't untold some stories. You have to tell it. If you're giving us a movie, give us a good movie. And then what was that? And the point where I just eased was the point where they now started carrying the corpse, took the corpse to one uncomputed beauty, put it back inside the car, a 24 over 48 hours corpse. And see, you cannot be bending corpse like that now.
No,
Two ladies.
no, but
Yeah,
wait, but
mm,
wait. That
mm,
part where they put the corpse in a car and left.
mm,
I'm like,
mm.
in broad daylight,
In broad daylight.
you parked a car with a dead
Mm.
body.
You get
People
on that.
saw
You
you.
understand? You
Like
understand?
they will
Me,
catch you before
I've
you
seen
go
a dead
anywhere.
body. Maybe because I've seen a dead body in a car before. Ultima Steve. You can now carrying it around for 48 hours. Then the two of you now put it in the front. In broad daylight, Leo, the head of the cops now went into the steering again. Don't be doing as if it's a Lawata movie. Yeah, it might sound like, okay, fiction. No, portray things that are believable. Write this story around, sit down and say, oh, if we do this thing, don't you think, don't you think, don't you think, don't you? Do you understand what I'm saying? Before you just bring out the story, they are the good story. See, that's what we always say. These things are relatable. Baby farms, factories are relatable. But the way you would tell the story from the beginning to the end matters a lot.
Mm.
But in all, I agree with you, Enema. This is like the best of more in a long while.
Yeah, I think the break they took was good for them.
Was good for them. This is the best. And see, people have miscarriages. She should be feeling bad. But now you're not making her feel sad for having miscarriages. And the blogger is now running after her again.
Akonde
What?
just said something that I wanted to talk about as well. Cherise and her husband, there was something going on. Like the guy was scared of his wife or something. There was just this,
Because it was a manager before they became
and
couple.
so like it was
Oh,
just
love,
so
oh, love,
intense.
away.
Like I'm like, okay, what is the story? Like there must be something going on why
Don't,
she's speaking to
no,
him
don't
like
see
this,
that
and
part.
why it seems like he's so scared of her.
No, don't that part, Matsu part. Why I would say Matsu part and they are, see, marriages are not always 100. Let's give it that way. There are some marriages that are like their own, where the man just loves this lady, just wants her to be happy, and there's nothing the man would do that would be enough for the lady.
True,
So
Sha.
maybe their story is not the story for the movie. Honestly speaking, their story is not the story for the movie.
Mm,
Their story, yeah, they don't have a good bond, but the guy is very sensitive. Do you remember when the doctor was trying to talk to the lady after the girl left?
mm,
Do you see the way the guy approached them? I love that part. Approached them and looked at his wife, and she said, I
mm.
want to leave this place. And he said, we are leaving.
Even
Do you get? So that's to
mm,
tell you that there's some marriages that are like that. Some marriages
mm.
are not 100. You think that there's no bond between them. And there's some marriages that you think that how people you might love around. But when they got into their houses, that's those. Do you understand? So I have
Yeah.
I've been married for a while to know that, see, there are some things that you will just think that there's no bond, but nah, the bond might be there. You might just be thinking there's no bond, but there is bond, but
But
their
the
own
difference is
way.
that it's a film, though.
Yeah, their own way
Not
is
supposed to be
just different.
assuming for them. And yes, for Folakemi, the blogger was annoying me too. See, they could have done so much with the blogger. She could have
Yeah.
investigated it because in the long run,
She could have been a seller the Mokoko school.
the whole thing was actually not investigated. Do you know?
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing never came to light. Cherise just went back to her Hollywood. The white woman disappeared, and I'm like, okay, so what happens? Like, what then happens?
The police was
The
already covering the story even before the story gets to the police
And I
station. You
feel
know,
like
so
this is something that I always emphasize, right? I like it when films tell important stories, when a film addresses like a social issue, because these are issues that we should talk about. But my grouse is when you now talk about that thing and you don't do it well.
but
Because this would have been
let's not forget that something like this can actually happen in Nigeria where a story will break out
can,
and
it
at the end of the day they will do nothing about it.
It
Sha.
can, but this is
Mhm.
a film, right? And they had one person, a blogger, that could have done justice to that story, that could have taken it out. Imagine if that blogger was a present day gist lover, for instance, right?
Mm-hmm. Almost scatter everything. Then
You get
the blogger never posted anything on her page to
nothing.
care out, show us the page, show us the traffic,
How is
nothing.
that an investigation? She didn't do any
They should
investigation.
have they should have just killed this girl's sister instead of the blogger. Alone.
God bless you.
And use the blogger to blog
It's
all the stories out. Then
I feel bad that we said that, but to be honest, she
no,
deserved to be
no,
in the
she was
film
the
to
one that
be
was
killed.
supposed to die. Where the blogger will now blog. Now start using that like this lover will be using everything to be scattering everything, just be catching it. With time, the police will not be forced to say, oh, they will not release speech
The
and
police
say
is
we
working
are
on it. They're
investigating it. We
investigating.
are deaths.
God bless
Oh,
you. So
well,
they just lost the opportunity. They missed a very good
they're
opportunity.
not carrying cops around. Hey, need like to carry cops around.
Ah,
Long or they didn't need to carry any cops around. They will not see the hands of those girls on the cops abi when investigation starts. Alori won't wake up come by.
Suki, I said Suki. Ashabi, remember what I told
Mm,
you? Remember.
mm,
We don't use those kind of words. Thank you.
oh, sorry. Emobi.
Thank you very much. Hi, Ore. Okay. So I feel like Baby Farm, my
Oh,
conclusion
rate
would be
wa.
that it was not a bad film,
Oh, rate wa.
but
It was not an excellent movie. It
well, it was
was a
not.
good
I
one.
would even call it a great movie, right?
It
Excellent.
was good. It was good, but not great, not excellent.
Yeah,
Let's
but
say it that way.
So I've been listening to you guys, and at the beginning I
Mm.
felt like I need to watch Baby Farm,
You
but
need to.
now I don't know.
but you should
I
No,
watch
don't
no,
it.
no,
know.
no, no,
Do you
no.
think I should watch it?
Tomiwa, Tomiwa, 100. Coming from somebody that dissects movie, please watch it.
You should watch it.
Okay,
You
You
know,
I
will
will.
not. There
I
are
will.
5 episodes there, and you will not start getting annoyed until towards the end of the fourth one. So
see,
you, see, it's a good movie.
Ashabi, if you
Okay,
notice, there are
okay, I'll
sometimes
watch
that
it
I will
then.
write a review and somebody will say, should I watch or not? And I'll be like, no, you should still watch it
You
because
should still watch it.
I
If you
know
have data,
some films are there's just something about them. I always people
NMR, data to one Nigeria. So let's help these people. But if you are using Nigeria data, you should watch Baby Farm.
watch it, Mr. Tomiwa. Akoni
Me,
Sumo said you should watch it.
I'm always
Yeah,
saying
I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
recommend, not recommended. But I can recommend. Baby Farm is mildly recommended.
Yeah.
It's not a great movie, but when you start, you will have that feeling that ṣá àwọn ọmọ àbúdú náà jẹ lélẹ̀ ṣá.
Yes, I was impressed.
Ebony náà ni ṣá. Then you go back again and go and check Ebony life náà ni.
And so that
That
was why
that's Baby Farm for
when
you.
I posted that I had seen it, people were now asking like, then what? I'm like, I don't want to say a one-liner because I just feel like it will not do justice, right?
Falake said it's not a bad one, but she cannot watch it.
No, I can't watch it. If we watch Folakemi, there are
Falake
two
person,
Nollywood
I like you. You
that
are a
can be
Funkakidele fan,
watched.
but I still like you.
Is it you?
Okay, I will watch it too. I will watch Baby Farm because
No,
I honestly
Like,
wanted to watch it. I wanted to watch it before this program started, I felt like, oh,
No, I
well,
told you
I
not
felt
to
like because
stress.
Ebony
So,
lie.
yeah.
No,
You
no,
told me not
relax,
to stretch, and I
relax
felt
to
like
it.
because
Don't rush
it's
it.
Ebony lie, I was like, oh, like
No,
I'm
no,
not
no.
sure. Then
It's
what
not
even
your
discouraged
it's
me
not
more?
your usual Ebony live. I'm telling you,
Okay,
on
what
dress.
even discouraged me more was when it was now episodes. I was like, oh my god, I don't think I
No,
want to
they
do this.
cannot tell that story without it being episode though. Konidu.
Okay, okay,
They can't
okay,
tell that
okay.
story without it being
Uh,
episode because this is a national pandemic. I don't know if you guys know. Baby factory is a national pandemic in that country, and the fact is that somebody has to tell the story. And NMR, I might not totally agree with you with the ending
Hmm.
because most things like this are usually chaotic at the end of the day in the country where we come from because you know that the people involved are not small people. Do you
Hmm.
understand what I'm saying? But they did not, and that's another part where they lost us again. Give us some names like big people that already gave the babies. We're talking about more than 20 babies, more than 100
Okay.
babies. You did not give us
Yeah.
people who are benefactors. You just showed us one or two people. I want no, you said
Like
benefactors.
raise
Did you give
doors.
them where some just give us names of people who have benefited from these people that at the end of the day, when you now tell us that these people are not catchable, we will understand because more people are
Exactly.
involved.
But
Do you
still,
understand?
is the whole of social media will be shaking like so this is happening, eh?
You know the way this lover was saying that somebody in Mudo, somebody in Fagbo, but at the end of the day, nothing
Exactly.
happened.
So we know that last everything will still die down, but at least do something. Ashabi, somebody just sent me a message on Instagram said, "Oh, the lady has killed me with the way she blends Yoruba and English. I love it."
Sorry, thank you. Me, I'm very ras. It's
No,
not
you
my
are
fault.
not Raz. Sorry, stop it. You just blend. We blend. The other day I spoke with Yeka.
sorry. What did the person say? You went off for a second.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
Oh, okay.
The person said she's blending Yoruba and English together.
That they like
Oh,
the way I
okay.
blend the Yoruba and
Yeah.
English
The
together.
last time I
Okay.
spoke with Yeka, he said Chegodu Abi something. He spoke Igbo while we were talking. Even though I didn't know the meaning, I understood in that context that he was trying to do that for emphasis. All right. Baby farm is done. I think we should talk about Suki next.
Oh,
I want us to quickly talk about films. Then we go to
do we want to waste our time on that, Suki?
just brief
Me,
comments.
I think I prefer to talk about Katangari goes to town gone Jusu Kilo.
I
Oh,
think I saw NMR's recommendation or something or the rating, and I was discouraged to watch it
Suki.
because
But wait,
usually
so
when I want to watch Nigerian movies, I go to your page and I'm like,
hmm.
maybe when they're popular, and I see that you probably
Suki did not
watched it and
understand me.
recommended.
And me say, well, me go wait, me go understand Suki, and Suki did not understand me. Because ah, this thing that you want to open, because me, maybe you can help me, you can help me because see, I just want to watch Suki and Moko Simbi. I'm like, okay, what happened? What did I watch?
Hi guys,
So,
we have someone else in our midst. His name is Yeka. Yeka is very
okay,
troublesome for your information. Let me just tell you already. Uh,
Nika is what?
That guy's what?
it's very, very troublesome.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But
Uh,
I like trouble.
I
two,
feel
two,
like
but eight get two. We are
but,
all here
but
together.
Yeka, say hi now
Mm-hmm.
before we continue.
The person is on mute.
Yes, hello. Sorry, I'm walking on the road.
It's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
When you
So,
get to where you can speak, you can let me know so you can mute.
No
yeah,
one.
yeah. So my name just a brief introduction. So I'm enjoying the conversation. Like I told NMRU, I love the woman that I don't know her name, but the way she blends Yoruba and English.
Hey,
Like
my brother, now you. Ah, thank you, thank
it's
you.
also I love whenever somebody blends Yoruba and English together. Like it
Ah.
gives me this. I'm just happy naturally when I hear it. When
Ah,
I hear yeah, so my name is Onyeka. You can call me Onyeka, anyone. So I've been following NMRO since inception, and I've been following Nollywood
We got her,
since
we got her, we got her.
yeah, since I was a child. Since I know what Nollywood is all about,
Ah,
and yeah,
you're welcome, my brother. The days of Genevieve and Stella
not even
Damasus.
Genevieve, the days of Regina Askia.
okay.
Our girls, yeah. Some say campus movie, and you'll be like, ah.
Yeah, the days of Regina Askia. What are their names? Sandra Chunes, Rita Mselu.
Productions, yeah. Those
Those
Yeah,
days.
days,
yeah,
the
you people, come back here. Come back. Don't go too far. Let's go back
Yeah,
to
okay.
the
Let me
agenda.
just mute because I'm working on a
All
video.
right, all
So
right. When
Yeah,
you
when you get there.
let me know. Sorry.
NMR, before you go into Suki, I want you to add my points to it. Then you can tell me, because maybe me, I don't understand that movie at all.
Which movie?
Were they in Suki? Were they in a prison setting, or maybe those people just did something? Was it a real prison, like a prison controlled by the government, or maybe a personal prison? Me, no, let me understand though. And
Ashabi,
also, ma,
that's a good question.
oh, you answer it, oh, you answer it. Because, and again, what was that thing that Itele did and came out and was not doing like the Lord of the. That's the
Oh
reason
my
why I'm still
god.
asking. Is it that prison? Is it controlled by government or controlled by personal individual or something? I don't know. Please explain in few points.
What's my own that you're asking me to explain? Because my review, I mentioned as well that that scene where Itele came out, I'm like, okay, Itele is still a prisoner. Why is a
Oh,
prisoner coming out of jail to taunt another prisoner? It made no sense. If he had entered the prison, then it had decided and told the others that we're going to show these guys Pepe. That
eh.
made sense. But that thing they did outside,
And
but
they were shooting the prisoner herself outside. What was that thing?
I don't like starting from the back. For the benefit of those who have seen or not
There's
seen,
nothing good about that movie. Me, I'm good.
let me quickly go right. As far as I'm concerned, Suki could have been good. They had a very good story, right? Solid conflict, solid
Please, what
premise.
was the story? Because you
I
are
said
saying they have a good story. What was the story?
it was a story of revenge. A boy
Revenge.
that was trying to avenge his father's death. That's a solid premise, in my opinion. Where they messed it up was when they could not tell us what the reason was, like why was his father actually killed, what was the connection between his father and the people who killed him, the
Prison
lawyer, what was the
collect.
connection between the lawyer and his father, what was the connection between the lawyer and the people who killed him.
Who did kill the lawyer? Why? What was the lawyer investigating?
There were
What was
too
it?
many questions that they just did not answer. In my opinion, I think that it would have been nice if Toby Bakare, it should have been Suki, and that other guy should have been Suki's father. Because
In the
though
beginning?
when the guy,
So we would have hated Toby by now. I beg, let us hate the boy that we are hating now. Mr. Man, I don't want to hate
no,
Toby yet.
Toby would have done better. Do you know why?
In what?
The guy was not
There was no
speaking.
story for the boy self to act.
Still, that guy even made it
It was
worse.
bland. That guy was
It
bland,
was just
but
so
there was no
bland.
story for him to also act in.
But
Then,
still, Toby
I
still has
think at this
personality.
point, Big Boy should not be associating herself with some movies anymore. I'm sorry.
Abegi.
I'm
Because I was like,
sorry.
why is she in this film? But I can't blame
Why?
her. They paid her
Why?
to be in the role. Yes, Folakemi, you are right. Bimbo was in a prison as a nurse for 5 years without anyone asking over. God bless you. It
And
made
it's
no
a
sense
government
to me.
job. It's
Yeah.
not like it's a one man. That's the reason why I'm asking. Is it a government prison? Because see, when I saw the advert and the trailer of the movie, right?
Mm,
I thought it was going to be like maybe they intercepted the guy and now took him to a one man-owned
exactly.
fighting points. Like you know that there are some places like that where they train
Like
them,
holding areas, right?
like in Jagun Jagun. Is it Jagun Jagun? Jagun Jagun. You remember where they go and train these people in Jagun Jagun and all that. So
Mm,
me, I thought when I saw the advert, I thought it was like a one-man prison, like
nah.
man-born prison, where they now two people who they think they can fight. Now go and train them, then along the line, everything that started happening. That was what I thought before I started the movie. Then when
Mm,
I now saw that it was a government-owned prison, then
mm.
when they just brought them out, they just started killing, and I just got lost at that point. But I still sat down because me, I review movies on my page, and I still
Mm.
sat down to say, okay, let me not be judgmental. Maybe the movie just started. Maybe there's more to this movie. And at the end of the day, I got nothing. So I think, honestly speaking, I can't waste my time talking about Suki because I feel like that's like the worst production. There was no connection.
Mm.
There were too many unanswered questions between Toby and whatever happened in
Mm.
the entire movie.
It's safe to say that they had a good
Sorry,
idea.
one more point. How come the boy was aging and the people who killed his father were not aging?
I don't understand. See, these people were just busting my head. Like
Ọlọ́run,
I would stand up. I'm like, what is
Ọlọ́run sẹ́, Ọlọ́run sẹ́. So say I see this for this happen. I'm like, hey God, oh God, why?
You know, it was Debola said off topic, but something like B613 in Scandal. Okay, I get it. Although it's still a stretch, but yeah, Ashabi, it was stressing me out.
It stressed my brain, my everything, because I was trying to see if I could maybe we'll get to the point where we can relate the movie. We'll get to the point where we can relate the movie. They now ended it with Itele. Now Oafi Giniwa out of prison. They now say
Okay,
just like,
our
okay,
time is fast spent,
okay.
so
You said we're
Tomiwa,
going to talk
you
about
have one movie. You choose one movie that we should talk about before we move on to the next topic. Ashabi, you choose one movie, and I will
okay.
choose one. So, boy, to be sharp, oh, so that we can
Mhm.
move to
I'm surprised. Okay, sorry, when you're done.
yeah, what?
I said I'm surprised no one talked about. Okay, I doubt what that is last year, right? But
But
because
we
we're
we
not.
saw it this year. We didn't
You-
go to the cinema.
So if you
Yeah.
want us to talk about
Okay.
it, yes, man. Say you want us to talk about it,
That's the
Tomiwa.
one you want us. Let me tell you the other films on the list so that it might remind you.
Okay.
We have Adele Modadi, we have The
Mm-hmm.
Switch, we have Sarah's Bind, we have Lisa B Part 2, there's Katan Gary Goes to Town, there's Pink Butterfly, and there's Family Busy.
I think family based. I think your rating then was terrible for you feel the rating was sorry the rating was terrible for them saying it's not a good movie, right?
Eh,
Because the thing is you influence, right? Am I correct? Let me see.
Tomiwa,
No, she said so.
No,
Tomiwa, Tomiwa. Are you saying Family Busy was a good film?
is family based a good movie?
It was a Shay Lango.
Maybe wait,
No, no,
maybe
no, no.
because
And
we
that's what I'm
watched
saying now.
it is
No,
on
no, no. I'm no,
YouTube.
no. I'm saying your rate. You didn't rate it well, and I agree. I'm not saying I disagree.
If
Ah,
you
Okay,
watch
let me.
if we
Okay.
watched it on YouTube,
Oh
me
no,
too,
no,
I
no,
will not be
no,
you
angry.
see,
no,
I
no,
was
no, no,
about to
no.
say
No, 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 no,
Tomiwa.
no, 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 no. I wanted to say I wanted to watch it or something, but when I saw your rating, I was discouraged because really, when most times I want to watch movies, I go to your stuff first, and I'm like, okay, let me watch it. Except for movies that I probably have personal affinity for, like some movies. But when I
But
see something that
don't
is
bother
low on your
yourself.
stuff,
Don't bother
I
yourself.
just move on. I just don't bother because I think I read this family base. So yeah, okay,
Because
yeah,
Family
okay.
Base was the
So
first film that I saw in 2025.
Maybe because the movie is on Prime.
Ah,
It will let you feel like in Prime Kosi Kini Ghana.
ah, ah, ah.
Because
I
see,
think that was how NMR felt because I remember when she
honestly
posted
speaking,
there
that me too
that
when
I
I
think that
watched it,
was
the waste of cast. And see, this thing that they are using Mike Ezuro to do,
He's not good.
before we judge them,
Eh?
that was what I was saying. Because now they are,
A
oh,
legend. See what they are doing to a legend.
that forget to use him to do in
God
She
bless
Must Be
you.
Obeyed.
Blasphemy. They were advertising Mary's stem because I was like, what are these people doing?
Mm.
What are these people? What are these people doing? It was just
Eh,
so
it was just so
annoying.
bland. Family Birthday was
um
not a good movie anyway.
Okay, so Ashabi, your own film. Which one did you want us to talk
Oh
about?
no, let's talk about Adam or Daddy.
Oh,
yeah, Adam
Me,
or Daddy.
I will say
I
let's talk
agree.
about Adam or Daddy because see, let me say something. Me, I'm always very passionate about Sherry. Me, I'm not lie to you. My dad did not abandon us. My mom did not abandon us. Though my mommy have died. But my mommy and my dad did not abandon us. For me, I'm always very angry when I see movies like Adam or Daddy. And I think do you know what I love most about Dr. Alabi's daughter's marriage recently? Where the girl
mm.
say, "Wo emi o kin ṣada ọmọ daddy o." Because see, things like this don't freaking, I'm sorry for the use of word, don't happen. A girl that you guys are portraying that she's in money. One
Mm.
man now came from nowhere. You people now can they now say when a Yoruba woman says this, it means war. It means war. And at the end of the day, we didn't see the war. Now we now saw a wedding scene where the Baba now went to go and meet this thing. Baba to now war. Oh
Ah,
long, oh long, oh long. That's what I'm wípé I'm always like,
I think the character that lady I was very mad with her. Like It was absolute nonsense.
You're
Because
not
I felt like then
Fault.
leave the daddy alone and go and
Fault.
make the poor man
It's the
now.
fault
Like
of the writer. Kí ló kọ? Super nìyẹn. It's not about Miss
yeah,
fault.
Pero was so annoying.
No,
but it was so annoying.
they made the player so annoying that me, I wanted to get the writer. Kí wọ́n á da dọ̀bálẹ̀ kí n fún ní 6 strokes. Fún
Yeah,
kí
Pero
ló
was so
kọ.
annoying.
Let me tell you one
Because
thing,
what the
eh?
hell? Sorry for the boy, but like, why would you have so much money like that and one random man will come
From
and say, I
nowhere,
am your
and
From
you're
father?
spending time
nowhere.
with him,
And now
going
you're
to
not
his
going to
house.
one uncompleted building.
Eh,
Because
Even if my daddy is
it's a
not as
daddy
rich as the
problem,
guy,
oh.
no
It will say he
random man,
has daddy
no random
problem.
man can come and tell me he's not my father that I would even
uh-uh.
jump
God
like
bless
that.
you.
Like,
He didn't
what
have
is
a
this?
daddy problem. Ada didn't have a daddy problem. I
No,
could
I don't understand
understand.
why she did like that. Oh, she
I
behaved
can
like somebody did
understand
not
if she
know
had
the
a daddy
love of her
problem, like if there was no daddy in her life. But
dad.
Ada didn't have a daddy problem.
Mm.
Dele Odule was portrayed to be a good
A good
father to
father.
Ada. So Ada never had a daddy problem. So why is it that they just made Ada switch from being a tender daddy's girl, a CEO, to the point where she would have lost everything? Now, if they are
And
giving
she was
us,
not
now
even
give us
angry at
that.
her dad.
Now,
Mm.
if they
Like,
have given us, if they have given us that story and felt like Ada was angry because nobody told her, then she was not leaning towards the same man. If they have given us a story of her mother now teaming up with her stepfather, now stripping her of everything, now seeing the way the other father would have been, so you know that it would have been a better story than
Oh,
this
yes.
thing that
I
they gave
agree
to us.
with you.
Maybe
I
Baba will
agree with you.
abandon her if he knows that she doesn't have money anymore because
God
that
bless
guy
Because
you.
for
They
heaven's
should have
sake, for
wrote
what
that
that man
story.
did, they're not supposed to have a relationship with the man. Say, forgive him and let him go.
Because that man came to come and chop inside it. That was the thing you
that's what he
portrayed in the beginning. That the man was coming to come and chop inside. Then all of a sudden you are now saying second chance. Now just messed up the whole story.
like
And
we
see,
didn't even see genuine remorse. Like it
mhm,
didn't seem like it was
Exactly.
genuine
NMR,
Nothing like
feeling.
genuine remorse.
NMR, and this was the same thing I said about Funke Akindele's finding me. Now the same thing now I'm saying about Mercy Aigbe. Mercy Aigbe is coming from the place where
Tomiwa
you
said you
know,
should stop referring to their personal lives. It doesn't matter. You are
no,
thinking they should
you
know
don't understand what I'm saying. I'm sorry, but you know the way this thing is. You
everything.
know the way this thing is.
Mm,
You have worked there before. Why not
mm.
give us a story that is more relatable?
Well,
Nobody goes back to a deadbeat father.
well,
Nobody. Ẹ má máa pẹ́, ó máa jẹ́ kí kinní máa dàbẹ́ pé people do it. People don't. A deadbeat tí ó tún wá lówó lọ́wọ́, ó kù ṣe kú.
No, really, I agree with you. Like, not even if you guys can remember what he actually did when he basically came with a woman to the house, threw them out when the child was sick at night.
At
Is that the kind of
night.
person you want? Is that the kind of person you want to go
You
back
want to
to
do
for
that for
what?
a girl that was probably trained abroad. They should even give us a backstory of how the man trained her, how he picked the mother. They didn't give us any of that story. How she now became Ada Omodadi, like Omodadi, Omodadi.
like
Mm-hmm.
it would have been nice to see their bond,
To see
right?
their bond,
Mm-hmm.
no bond. The only bond is 1 million naira.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
that was so ridiculous.
oh no, how come one dollar in the movie here? Oh no, sha. The movie just annoying me. What?
Yeah, the movie, the storyline wasn't great. It wasn't great. It
Yeah.
wasn't great. It
It's the
wasn't great because
storyline.
nobody will actually go back to. Nobody will go
Then
to a deadbeat father.
this fine boy that they are all using right now.
Which one?
That boy does not know how to act.
Yeah, your funny one.
That Tayo, boy, I can't find. Oh, photo too, Sarah Bikini. Oh,
Hey,
more.
Shabi, language.
Mabin.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh,
So
yeah,
what
I'm sorry.
Ashabi was trying to say is that
I apologize. I applaud you. But the fact still remains that
Uh-huh.
the guy is an handsome guy. Yeah,
hmm,
it fits into some roles, but I feel like there are people who are more handsome than he is and can act well. Do they even audition these people before they bring them in? That guy
I
acts
think
Sorry
NMR
zero,
for
rates
sorry
that
for
too.
cutting you
zero
short.
bond
I don't.
with among me. Minus 1,000 bond with among me in that movie. I didn't see the spark
Sorry
of the
for
boyfriend.
I think Oyuka is trying to talk.
sorry for cutting you short. Please,
Can you
Thank
Tayo
increase
does
you.
your
not fit into.
volume?
Tayo,
Your audio is low.
sorry for cutting you short. Tayo does not fit into any role. He's a bad actor. Like there's no role you will tell me your face into. Like it's
I'm
bad.
not the most
It's like
It's very
it's
terrible.
it's terrible. Like anytime I see him on screen, I'm like,
I'll
what should
cringe.
happen here?
I
Do we have lack
cringe.
of actors? Is there
What
nobody
what the
available that they gave him the
Basharum
script?
guy on here?
I shall be late here, cat talk. You know, it's
I
only
don't
reasonable.
I don't hear
Sorry.
Yoruba just in case.
I shall be
So
toned down the
So I'm
Yoruba part
sorry. I said
Nigeria.
that's the way. That's the same way he acted in Basharum guy too. And I'm like,
yeah, it's a very
what's
bad.
this?
I was like, what's
He will
happening
just
here?
come. He will
Like
just water down everybody's effort.
it's terrible. I think the problem with I've not seen Adal Modadi, but I just feel generally the problem we have with our storytelling is whoever writes the script, they don't have like a gathering of other script writers or maybe other
Mm-hmm.
people in the room to
Mm-hmm.
review what they've written so far.
God bless
You
you.
understand? To like say, okay, oh, let us do this way, add this, remove this. This doesn't make sense. This makes sense. You get. Then this one is maybe one or two persons just be in the room, write something. And even the actors self, I will also blame them because when you read this script in your head, you should not this thing does not really make sense in your head now. Are you
Ah,
that dumb?
This
ah,
is this
ah,
this
Like
is
ah.
a this is
Now
a
you are
very
blaming that
valid.
point. Wait.
No,
no,
this is
because
no. I think it's a very valid point Oyeka is raising because really,
if I'm an
if someone
actor
asks you to
and
do
you give
something
me
and it
a
does not make
script,
sense,
Let me
you say
let me.
no
Can I
now.
say something? Can I say something?
I
During
will
the
ask
days
questions.
where,
Why like this? Why like this?
yeah, during the
Like,
days
boss,
of
switch it this way.
mainframe, during the days of mainframe, like Tunde Kilani, they sit down, they read this thing. This person still does it. Kunle Afolayan. They sit down, they do script reading before they start acting movies. Now, Kunle Afolayan does something. I don't know if you guys know that he gives them scripts for a very long time before production, then before they now start coming. Now, it will give them enough time to read the scripts. But you know that most of these actors, they get the script on the day the filming starts.
Hmm.
So they just read their own part and just act their own part and leave. Because if not, if it's not the case, I feel like they should be asking themselves that do I want to be in this production, Sha?
Hmm. Hmm.
Because there are a lot of these things, these film movies that you feel like what is this person looking for in this movie?
Yeah.
It,
Because
it,
I
it, I don't think these people read the entire script anymore. I
yeah.
think they just read their own lines there,
Yeah, they just do
collect
their
the
part.
money, and they
Mm,
just do their own part and they just leave.
mm,
Because if they do read script during the days of Shaworo there, during the days of what's it called, Thunderbolt, during the days, if they do script reading like those days of the old, right? They will not be acting some certain movies that they act. I
mm.
agree with you. They don't read movies anymore.
You know that everything that you've said, you addressed some important points that I raised recently about number one, do they audition, right? Because when I saw Tayo Faniro in Adao Modadi, I was pissed. I was really pissed, right? Then that thing you said,
Merciless fine boys.
no, because who fine boy help, Joe? What is that?
I
Just
yet.
do what you came to do. See the guy in Lagos. Is he not a fine boy? Was his acting not annoying?
Woo woo. Sorry,
The
I didn't get that one.
guy, what's that guy's name? That guy that was in Christmas in Lagos. The lead
Mm.
actor in Christmas
Oh,
in Lagos.
that fine boy. Okay.
Oh, Shebi, see, Shebi and fine boys. Shebi, he was a fine boy.
No,
He's a fine
no,
boy.
now, but now,
But his performance was not good.
but
His
yeah.
performance was not good. So it's more than fine boy. See, some people will not even be fine.
Is that boy
But
we talk? That boy we talk, and I'll just be like, Kino first, keep quiet. Your face self is watching down this thing. Oh God.
hi everyone. We have two new people in our midst. We have Ore, we have T. But just joining and we've spoken a lot, obviously. So before we move to the topic of AMVCA nominations, Ore and T, do you want to say anything about the movies that you've seen in 2025 so far? You can talk about the
Is it
best.
just
Ore and T,
me
do you want to say anything
that
about the movies that you've
it
Oh my god,
keeps
my voice is
saying
echoing. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Okay. My voice is fine right now, right?
Yes.
All
yes,
right.
yes.
So, like I said, Ore and T, they are just joining us. So, if any one of okay, T is here. Ore, T, who wants to go first? We've talked about the movies that we saw that we've seen this year. So if we can just talk about just one film, then we can move to AMVCA nominations. I feel like we've been so long on
Ola
this.
Tomiwa, we can't hear you. Tomiwa, I've not heard you spoke in a while. I think you're asking us if we can hear you. I've not heard you spoke in a while.
I think it's
Tomiwa,
connected.
Ore and Tomiwa have dropped.
Yeah, but T is
Hi everyone.
hi T.
Good
IT.
evening. How's we been?
It's
Yeah.
chaotic.
So, regarding movies, in all honesty, like I always say, I follow NMRs most of the
NML,
time.
Ore and Tomiwa wants to be let in. Sorry, Gary, sorry.
Okay, sure. So I usually follow her lead to recommend the movies I should see. But I've actually been I think I was anticipating Finding Me. Like I wanted to see what Funke Akindele would do. And then, first off, for me, it was a nice departure for my regular commercial blockbusters that she's been doing, churning out every December.
Mm,
So the movie wasn't like this, just put all the stars and just create a nuisance. It wasn't a comedy. So I enjoyed it for that reason. Then, in terms of Finding Me, I think they could have done better with the theme that they had. She had so much raw material. This is something that happens every day in, day out. And then she just moved from finding me to finding another man.
Sorry.
Like the progression, like I agreed with everything MMR said, except the rating, the score itself, where everything was on point.
I
Like
already
there was no reason why Anthony came into the picture. Find
Applaud.
yourself. She's educated, she has a good job, and then you didn't even explore all that. You just moved it on from she got her validation from a new man, not from her friend that has been behind her all this while, from self-help, from going to therapy. There was so much that she could have done
You
except
good.
find another man.
Mm.
So for
You
me, that part
good.
was irritating. And then there were some bits that I was just like, no, like, why is this happening? Like, I think the money aspect, I think at the beginning was like, you're just talking about 600 million as if it was water. But then when I found out that she stole it from her father's company, I was like, okay, this makes sense.
Next
But
time, yeah.
from her alone, I wasn't feeling that 600 million vibe, like their house and all. It was nice, but
Mm.
I have 600, like, there's some people that don't dress well, but when you see maybe like their accessories and their cars, and you would see that money reflecting aside the dressing. So I
Mm.
think that was Finding Me was like the only movie I've had time to see. And then I started seeing Baby Farm, and I don't know, I haven't finished, but Rita Dominic seemed off in the movie.
Yes, that's something I forgot to mention.
She
She
seemed
seemed
very
very
off.
off, like
She seemed
slow.
dull.
It could
Yes.
be
Like,
like coming. It could be like coming back after a long while,
But
and
what's the work
then
but
of the
that's not our
director?
business. Who told her to go for a long while?
What's the
Wait,
work of the director?
sorry.
Like
Which
she's
one was in
meant
finding me?
Hear me now.
I expect her to always be on
yeah,
point.
we can hear you,
And
Tomiwa.
Yeah,
then
we can
she
hear
and
you.
Jeff,
But your voice is echoing though. Sorry, T.
I think you're sounding for very long. You're sounding from a distance, but we can hear you
Okay. What about now? Is it better now?
Yeah, it's
way
better.
yes.
better.
All
And
right,
then
T,
I
continue.
think
I,
she
I,
and
I was
Joseph.
actually saying a lot of stuff, but when she's done talking, I'll talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then I think she and Joseph Benjamin, they didn't play off each other very well. Like I said, I haven't finished the movie. I think I stopped at where she said she wanted to go and then they detained her. So it was weird. Like there was no connection. I couldn't see it. I just saw like two people talking.
Mm.
They didn't seem that husband and wifey vibes. It wasn't giving me. And so far it's been okay. And then I don't know why that auntie has her hair shaved in a weird way.
To which auntie?
I think the sister.
T.
Huh?
Language. Don't do that. Leave her alone.
Okay.
Remember, you people remember, this is a
Okay.
live show, right? So
Okay,
I
no, okay, so maybe what he wanted to say is that what kind of hairstyle did they give to that lady?
Yes.
uh
Uh-huh.
Yes.
okay.
Like I don't know why we try to be funky sometimes in this Nigeria. Is it Altair? What do they call that thing? Like
Whatever.
But
why can't they just do normal hair?
I think that's the lady's personality in real life.
But I'm not interested in that real life personality.
The film, what was the relevance to the
Do
film?
you get
Like,
like
what
I'm
Well,
was the
I think
need?
they cannot pay for some people to just do some certain things. I think what they should have done is to pay her to get her hair away and use a
Yeah,
wig.
because for
She
me,
should have
just
just used a she should have just used
if
a
you
short bob wig
I didn't like the
or
hair.
no.
It was
Mm.
just it distracted me from
And I
other
did
things to
see the
talk about.
relevance to her character, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was the main issue.
The hair on
Mm-hmm.
her should have been the hair on the blogger.
Maybe.
Do you get?
Mm.
It was
Maybe.
just I think,
The,
like I
the
said, like
blogger would have been more
It's
annoying.
really terrible. This one you guys have been referring to blogger in a very terrible
No,
way now.
no, not the action of the blogger, but what they
No,
wanted to
I'm
use
saying
the
the
blogger
Oh
to
character.
do.
wait,
That's what I'm saying.
You know
I'm
Ashabi,
saying
what?
the
even
character.
the acting for Storm, I've seen her in other films. She could have done better. There was just something off about that character. But
yeah.
let me let Ore speak.
They wanted they wanted the character to be annoying, right?
But
They
still,
wanted the character to be a mixture of Gist Lover and Stella. They wanted the
that
character to be
character did
like that.
not have any weight. To she did not
But that
even wear
during
Gislaver's book.
see, they should have just interchanged both parties.
Mm.
The person that acted the blogger should have acted the sister, and the sister should have acted the blogger. Then what happened to the blogger should have happened to the sister. Then the blogger
And
should
wait,
have been
and
the
one
one now blogging, annoying blogging to the point where the police will now say,
and,
he
and
don't
yeah,
tell.
in regards to blogging in Nigeria
Okay.
in movies, yeah, I
Mm.
realized something that the way they show them is like they're trying to do the American style of paparazzi, but we don't have that in Nigeria.
No.
No, we
All
don't
our
have that.
bloggers are online.
They
So I don't
don't
know
Yes.
when I
show
see
their face.
movies
But
and I
people
see
don't
like
even know what they look like most
They
times.
don't
yes,
show that. Thank you. To the point where
apart
the
from
people
apart
going
from
out,
like all these red carpets, I don't
Yeah.
even see bloggers like
Anybody that
on the
is
main street talking to a
giving you
celebrity.
like following you
Do
up
you
and down
get?
the
So when
street.
they show it in
Where's the
movies, it
report?
annoys me.
Paparazzi Nigeria now. It's just normal. It's
blogger,
just social media
So when
paparazzi
they
that we
show,
have.
they don't even do any investigative anything. They don't walk around looking for
yeah,
celebrities. So
one of the
when they
bloggers
show
I
it in
don't
movies, it's
know
annoying.
is Olori Supergirl. That's the one I really know out of all of them. And
She's not
Stella.
even a blogger. Like Olori Supergirl is more like a media like a
Yeah,
PR media
No, I think
she
company.
she
has evolved.
started more like blogging, like
But she has
But
traveling like
evolved. She's now
places.
she's
like
in
Yeah.
PR,
really.
So now
covering
I
events.
feel I'm sorry, T, but what I think I agree with you. But I think that it should have been more reasonable for the blogger to be somebody that could be probably like invisible. Then now have somebody in house that is giving them these stories and all that. Now
Exactly.
bring in this person's sister, and now let the blogger now say, okay, there's a sister involved, Abby. That like somebody telling her that there's someone that's always coming. Then find out who the person is. Then say, this girl's sister. Now go and look for the girl and try to get
Exactly.
story from her. Then at the end of it, let them kill that lady before the blogger will get the full story. Then the blogger will now come out and start blogging until this true story will now start coming out.
Yep.
You understand? So,
Do you know how many times you said they should kill the lady?
you know, no, it's not more realistic if they kill that lady
T.
than the
Okay, let me
blogger.
let you round up so that Ore can speak.
So I think basically, those are the two movies I've seen so far. Like life I've been lifing, but
I'm
have
sure
we
to
talked
watch
about
it
movies we're
lately.
excited about?
I want to remove it. No, okay, for 2025.
Um,
No,
NMR, have we
Yeah?
spoken about movies that we are excited about coming
Not
out in
yet, not
2025?
yet.
not
We
yet.
we
Okay,
only
I
just
think
talked about what we've seen so far. Hi Ore,
okay.
can you tell us what you've
You
seen
have
so
to
far?
talk
Your
for
best and your
you
worst?
are not making that move fast.
Ore,
Can you come again? Hi everyone.
hi.
Eh,
So like I was like question again.
The question was what you've seen so far, best and worst. You can just talk
This
about what.
year,
Yeah, this year.
this year, this year, I did even movies like outside there. How many I did? How
we
many?
need that phone. God bless you.
Netflix 0, Prime Video 2. So what exactly are we even helping them to review now? At the end of the day,
God bless
Ore,
you.
you're angry. Oh.
Yeah.
yes, I like me now. I rather watch Nigerian. Me, it's not like I don't have to pay so much attention to what it because I'm someone that I don't. If I don't have to watch like a movie seriously, I'll prefer that because I have like a lot of things to do, and I like what Nigerian movie gives me. So I always look for them. I think it was like I think last week or this week that I was texting you like about like this thing like baby farm, yeah.
Mm.
So like, okay, well, where can we watch this now? I know I've even paid for movies on Saki TV, and
Mm.
some of these things are just becoming stressful for us in the diaspora.
Yep.
So But more, it is well, honestly. Well, but so far, with very few I've seen, Finding Me was. I asked, so I watched it with people, and apparently they liked it, and I was very happy for them. Honestly, because especially for Puka, like I thought
That,
was a
that's not a
different
good starting point.
going into something different than what she normally goes for. Because she has, if you know Funke well, it's like she's like this person, Toye, like Abraham in a way, they have a kind of movie that they make.
Yeah.
And it does not used to leave that bracket. So seeing her actually, because I really thought it was going to be something honestly like a normal stuff that she does, something funny, something silly, and try to put like life lessons in that. And I was like, okay. But when I saw the movie and it started and all that, I thought certain things they didn't have to exaggerate it as they did, like how bad her hair was. I really think we've moved from those kind of bad looking hair this current time and age. I feel IS people don't just really do makeup like married women, like just they're just busy. They hardly do makeup, but at least basic things here and there, you know. And the dressing, it didn't have okay, fine. They're trying to exaggerate it, like to pass like the message across. Okay, good. But they could
I
have
don't think it was exaggerated though, because
a
the
friend.
character had to be known. You had to
Okay,
really
fair enough. Let's make it pronounce.
distinguish the
That's why I said fair enough. That's why I said fair enough. But another thing for me was I wish she even had a friend that kind of exposed her to what she should now be than a man. We're in a world where currently women are trying to have a ground for themselves, prove that like we're humans as man. Because he's starting to feel, I will even lie to you that apparently men don't like women.
Ah.
Men are not our biggest, honestly. Like you watch
Are you
Some,
just knowing that?
some men.
some men. Okay, let me not generalize. I'm so sorry, actually, because I like when I actually have like these conversations, I try to say some very often, because I know I've met amazing men. I always tell people like I've had best like distance for men, not the worst types, but you read some stories, see some things, and you be like, what do men think of women? Like what do men think of women? And it's just So I would have preferred if they've not had to be like not had to have another man like her. Then because of the liking,
She
she's
now
not
decides
saying
to
that oh I'm beautiful. Like you don't need another man to prove who you are. Like I thought that was a very lazy approach to it. Even though a lot and fair, like another thing I would say again is fair enough because on top like this same matter too, I've seen a lot of Instagram tweets saying that the movie is very relatable. So that one too, I think even yesterday I saw it on Instagram. Someone was like that story is so powerful, it's very relatable. I say, hey, because even I would say I've even seen personal experiences that most of the women I know that if they get to like move, like an edge forward in something they're doing, is most times their friends, colleagues, but also like the same gender that's kind of pushing them forward. So I really appreciated that because are they saying that if that one to start insulting her, she's going to go back to how she was, or she's going to lose herself to. I felt they could have emphasized more on other things around that than just push it to another guy and just make the story just go that way. But the movie was watchable, honestly. I slept during the first I slept initially. I had to complete like the following day, but the people I wanted with they all finished it. So maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. But funny enough, I actually prefer is it Soke or what's the other one?
Suki.
Yes, Suki. Actually, weirdly, I know you will come for me.
No, I'm not
No,
calling for anybody. Oh. Let
why?
everybody
Okay,
go
so for me,
there.
so when I was watching that movie, I had seen your review before I watched it, so I could see what you were saying about how the movie was going. Like if they had just, pivoted him towards, using that revenge to just be better for himself, and actually have greater prospect, and actually just blow. That's the point. This should be motivation that okay, like these bad guys did this, that, and now I want to prove a point. So do it the right way. Even go as bad as getting yourself together, enter politics and come for them. And you come for them well that they cannot even touch you. Like let's go big or go home. Not that eventually gonna end up in prison. Then you're in prison and this and that. Like but shall life to happens like that. So I was like, okay, and that's why I preferred it because I was like, fair enough, life can happen like this. Like life gets worse for certain people. Like it doesn't get better, honestly. It just keeps
Mm,
getting worse and worse. So
mm,
if that's what people are trying to portray, okay, I see the character like development and not bad.
mm. All right, all right. Thank you
Oh
very
yeah.
much. I feel like we've talked about like most of the films in this segment. I would have just liked to mention Lisabi. Lisabi Part 2, everybody said it would be better and it would explain all the things that were not explained in Lisabi Part 1. If you've not seen Part 2, let me just tell you that I did not explain anything and it was worse than Part 1. That's all I have to say.
Why? Why
So,
do you people like torturing
The kind
yourself?
of
One was not good. Why go to back? Why go and watch two? Who does
Shebi,
that?
this is the work that I have given myself, Abi.
I struggled to watch one, and I didn't even want to watch. I watched it under duress,
All
and I
right.
did not go to two.
Okay. Okay, now let's move to the AMVCA nominations. General comments. Um, for me, I know that 2024 was a tough year, right, for Nollywood, but
Yeah.
these nominations just made it very, very
Omar, I'm sorry. They have a page for that, right, on Instagram.
yes. You
Yeah,
can
do
I
you
want
have a
to.
list?
go to the Africa Magic sites. They
Okay, thank
have
you.
all the nominations listed on their page. Exactly. So you can do that. So you can refer to it while you speak. Okay. So as I was saying, I knew that 2024 was a tough year for Nollywood, but these nominations just made it more apparent, right? And when I saw it, I was just shaking my head. Nollywood has suffered, though. Because let's start from the best movie nominees. I have not seen Skeleton Coast, although I sent them a message asking if it was streaming anywhere because I would like to check it out, but they didn't respond. So I just like started checking for stuff online, but I wish I could like watch it, right? There's Nkabi. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation, but I know that I tried to watch it. It's on Netflix actually, and I've
I'm
been
sorry.
trying.
I'm sorry to cut you, but the nomination is usually not for Nollywood movies only, right? It's
No,
like
no, no, no,
Africa. Okay.
no.
Can you? Where exactly can I get the nomination list? I tried getting it, but
On Instagram, if you go to Africa Magic's Instagram page, they have the nominations there divided in like segments. If you see best movie nominees, best actor, best
okay,
actress.
because I was looking for the for that earlier.
So
I had a lot of comments, but I went off, so I couldn't say anything. But I won't cut you short. So maybe when you're, I can just say something when you're done or something.
yeah,
I've
I'm
posted the
not.
link in the chat, so I think you can just use it.
Okay, God bless you, Jerry T. All
Oh,
right.
thank you.
Mm-hmm. T, can you drop the link in the general comments as well so that the people, general audience, can also click on it if they wanted to, so they can follow the conversation.
Okay,
We
let me check.
have Christmas in Lagos. See, Farmer's Bride is the only one that I have not seen, and I really want to see because I feel like it would be nice. Because when I saw the movie trailer, I liked it. I liked the trailer. There was just something about it that I really liked, and I've been looking forward to it since then. But Christmas in Lagos, Lisa B, House of God, Suspicion, they are not best anything. For all those films, one thing that was like a recurring problem was the storytelling. In my opinion, the storytelling for
You think
any
House of God wasn't good?
House of God had so many loopholes. You what?
House of God
I
was
won't say
actually a true life
anything.
story.
So you people can start talking. You people should go first. So we'll talk about the you can just give general comments. Your general comments can span different nominations, to be honest. So we can just do that and everybody can just speak like one time each and stuff because our time is actually fast spent. We spoke for too long. All right. Who wants to go first? Tomiwa,
No, no, I'm still looking for no. Let someone else go first. Sorry.
Ashabi. Where is Ashabi? I've not heard her voice.
I'm here. I just knew
Yeah.
you were introducing the topic. See, as far as I'm concerned, I said somebody told me that farmers' right is really very good. And
Mm-hmm.
I think we in the diaspora will not really have much to say. But
Mm.
seeing Lista be on that list,
Ah,
you feel like, are they joking? Like, is it a place of joke this year? Then Seven Doors. Why is Seven Doors not there?
Not
Like,
there. Why is suspicion?
why?
I see
Why would
I see Seven Doors on best indigenous
no,
language.
No,
no,
but still,
no.
it should still be
Lisa
on.
B should not be where. Lisa B should not be part of best movie.
Yes.
Kinoko was that. See, they should not even add to my anger this afternoon because
Okay, so okay, please
Because
finish.
honestly, how many people really even came out to even talk about like this? I mean, even compared to Seven Doors on
Because
Twitter.
they didn't
Everywhere.
actually.
don't they, I mean,
Esther,
like Lisa B
sorry
is not
guys.
even as
Sorry
good
to
as
cut
House
you
of
short.
Bathroom Ga, House of Ga.
Mm,
Let alone Seven
mm.
Doors. So what's
I
Lisa
agree
doing
with
on
you
that
people
list?
because why is Lisa B here? No one really talked about Lisa B as much,
Like
right?
no one
Respectfully.
really like hyped it or said anything much. But Seven Doors, I was seeing trends about it, and I was like,
Yeah,
what?
Seven Doors was good.
Trended
Guys,
for days, oh.
please, as you are talking about Lisha B,
It
add
was good.
add Christmas in Lagos
Please
because
let
if
us
you
add
Yeah,
suspicion. Let us add
as you are
suspicion
add
you have
suspicion
covered
and add Christmas in Lagos.
and,
exactly.
and Christmas in Lagos. What are they doing on that list?
Do you know
See,
one thing I like about the Oscars? It's not
Mm.
about the popular movies. It's about
Yeah.
Mm.
content
It's
and
about how
good
quality
good.
over
movie.
quantity.
God bless you. That good. They're talking about popular self. Was Lisa be as popular as Seven Doors?
It wasn't.
Is Seven Doors a joke to them? Seven
As
Doors
in,
has
did you see where he was begging Amaka that baby, please?
see,
Christmas in Lagos wasn't that good too. It wasn't.
Christmas in Lagos was just a
It was
regular
not
No,
good to
YouTube
me. Oh,
movie.
It was
YouTube
not good
movie,
to
no.
me.
nothing
Oh,
more.
what's even
it
funny?
was
But that's
just
That's what I'm saying.
funny.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. It
do you know
was
what is
just
even
very
funny?
I
bad.
That
Very, very
know.
Christmas
bad.
in Lagos,
Actually, God bless
best,
you.
they said best supporting actor. Christmas in Lagos. Who is it like that fine boy? Or Lasabi, who? Or like this is they are like who are the like
See, I'm sorry, the
that's
day
all
I watched Lisa B Part 2, I was in Nigeria. I took my phone, I made a video. See if I should post that video on my page. Wallahi, two things will happen. They will either cost me the way they always cost me, or use their power to bring down my
Bring
page.
down your
I
page.
was angry after watching that movie. That what did I just watch? If you see the way I was talking, like what was that? The movie does not even portray indigenous movie. They were not even speaking the exact detail, and there was the storyline did not even add up. So how come it's now
I
part of the nomination?
have a question. Do we know how they get nominated actually?
I
So
think because
maybe
they
that
select
can
their
inform
movie.
us.
They
I think
select
people
their movie.
submit their movies, and that's what some people were
I
Oh,
saying
also
that
think that
maybe.
apart from submission, I think I've also seen like an interview somewhere they were talking before, and they're like
If I said they want to talk, yes, I want and talk.
they have like judges that actually sit back and actually even if you submitted, like they go through to see if it's actually worthy
Well,
of.
you can speak. You just need to unmute
so
yourself.
so so it means if the movies that we actually wanted, they didn't submit their movie, they would naturally not get into that category.
Probably actually.
Yeah, so I think so. Maybe
But
that's
I'm
where.
not like even the ones you put pack join, she maybe they don't actually just have like movies generally. Fair enough.
No, think about it. If
Okay.
five people just submitted, say for example, those
But
five movies actually
some people
submitted
are
that
saying
stuff.
because
But I also no, that's the thing. I think the one of them. I think I've also heard the part where like if they've seen a movie and they know it's actually good, they bring it. They're like, oh,
Like collision course.
yes. Because I know there's some ones that they did
There
not.
was a year that
the
collision
political
course was
cause was
nominated, and we had not seen it.
Yes.
yeah,
So
But wait,
that
if
also
that
comes
is
into play.
true,
Like,
how come none of King of Boys of last of 2023 or 2024 was not actually nominated for any AMVCA or something?
Maybe
actually,
they
Yeah,
did
And
not
I
I
see
think
it.
King of Boys, and
sorry.
I
I
think
want
King
to
of
say
Boys was
something.
good.
I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you
Hi,
guys hear
Eka.
me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yes,
you.
I think the major issue with AMVCA with AMVCA is not a true reflection of African movies.
God bless you.
perfect.
It's
That
called,
would be the perfect comment.
it's
Honestly,
called Africa Magic Viewers Choice Award, not Nollywood Magic Viewers Choice Award. Tell me why we will have only one South African movie and one Ghanaian movie as
but now
nominated. It
thing
doesn't really
is,
make
they
sense.
show these movies on African Magic. Actually, like these movies that they're
No, they
putting.
don't. No, they don't have to show it on African Magic. No, because we know the qualities of movie that's being shown on African Magic.
Okay,
Epic,
so
Showcase.
what's the point now then? If they are saying African Magic and because of that,
My
not
own
on.
is
It's just
if
the
it's an
name of the
Thank
award.
it's just the name of the award. It's a brand. African Magic is the name. It's a brand already.
Okay,
So
okay.
it doesn't really need
Yeah,
to. The
but
movie doesn't need to be
I don't
shown
think
on.
that should I don't think that should really matter because I think I don't know. What we're just trying to say is if anything is worthwhile, because AMVCA is like one of the leading award organization in Africa. So if there is anything that's going to be there, it should be worthwhile.
It
So
should be
that's why I asked.
now. Give
So that's what
them.
I'm saying. Because of that
What
limited,
promote? How do
there
we?
are a lot because of the limited African movies being nominated. Hence, movies like Suspicion is being nominated. Christmas is Lagos is being nominated. Are you getting me? If you follow the African Movie Academy Awards, you barely see Nigerian movies littering the award or the nomination everywhere. Are you
So,
getting me? You see people, you
yeah,
see
wait, sorry.
you will
I'm
see
just
movies from South Africa, Kenya, and these people are actually making nice movies. So hence, I don't really take AFC seriously. I just see it as Met Gala. Come and show your clothes and go home.
okay. So you're saying that how they also select. So how do they generally select this movie? I just
So
want to get that.
basically, you submit your movie, and according to them, they have a jury that sit and
Yeah,
do the
yeah.
selection. So for me, I personally feel that because they want crowd, they just go with the popular movies. They want to pull that crowd. You get? They'll just go with the popular movie because there are some things in my head like why is this movie being nominated? Why is this like when I saw this girl being nominated for Man of God? Osas, I was like, God, I beg. Did I see another movie entirely? Now, Suspicion, best movie. In my head, I'm like, is it Mortal? Yeah, okay. Let me just, you guys should continue. Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, hi, can I say something real quick
Yes,
before?
yes, yes. T.
And it's about the AMVCAs. Aside the issue of diversity, the year I knew AMVCAs was rubbish was when they started giving the award statue that they give movies and the actual actors and all to best dressed on a global stage. You're bringing up people best dressed to come and collect award. That was when I knew that this was a fashion show. This is not serious business. You did not leave it for fashion
Oh,
police to
Yeah,
give
for
best
me.
dressed.
get what
You
you
you bring
said.
them
That's
on
a
the
deep
stage
perspective.
to come and
But
do best
that one is
dressed.
normal now. Like even like the Oscars in the US, everybody always over. Yeah, it's come and show yourself. Like if you're
No, no,
creative,
no, no, no.
What
No,
she's
no, I'm not
saying
talking
is
about show me
not that
yourself. No, 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 no.
award. You shouldn't have the
oh,
AMVCA
for
award
best
for
dress.
It
best
should be
dress.
maybe the Nigerian fashion
Fair,
police or something
true,
awarding,
true,
not
fair
on
enough.
that stage.
Fair
You're
Or
enough.
maybe
not
you get
bringing
like a
them
check or
up
something to say you were the
to
best
come and
dressed
you give them an award.
AMVCA
Wait,
2020
like
something.
those. That's why I knew they were not serious. But
I
please
get what
carry
you're
on.
saying.
Hmm.
Me,
Okay.
I haven't taken
Now,
AMVCA serious in a while, sha.
sorry.
You said what?
I haven't taken them serious in a while, sha.
But
But
last year's
the
own was
past,
better, to be honest. I felt like
no,
last year they rewarded um great films and they also rewarded great performances last year to me. Because see, I was ready to drag them last year, but while watching, I was actually quite pleased with the people who won. But then it seems like with the nominations this year, it just seems like things went like a few steps backward
South.
because
then maybe it's the anger again we are having is the fact that let's not even lie. Now, this Nollywood guy said they are not giving us mouth to talk because the movies this year, the movies like last
everything
year,
is just
early this year, those movies too were not that good.
everything is just somehow
I
because
The
think.
movies are
Isabi
somehow.
was not
Wait,
a good
can I say
film.
something? I think anything we're doing is worth doing well. There should be repercussions for actions. So if I have 5 slots for movies per se, and the movies are not up to scratch, I don't need to use up my slots.
Mm.
Like, if you're claiming to be a reputable organization, then don't bring up crap. If these people submitting their movies, if the movies are not good, if the actors
Can you hear? I can't hear you, T.
We can't hear you. You went off.
I think it went off.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Let me
wanted to
just
say
chip in.
as
I
much
just
as
want to chip in something. For best supporting actress, we have Meg Otanwa in Inside Life. I honestly do not know what she did in that film to deserve a nomination.
Please,
Um,
where can I watch Inside Life?
Inside Life is on, I think Netflix. I think
But
it's Netflix.
I don't think I think it's Netflix the one that will use this thing to watch, Abby.
the one that is only available in Nigeria. I
Okay, I can watch it now because I have this VPN that I downloaded. Does not need money and does not expire.
mm,
I'll watch it.
great. But so when I look at the list of supporting actresses, Meg, Tina Mba, Ireti Doyle, for
Ireti
All
Doyle
Is
in which
Fair in
movie?
Love. All is fair in love. That was
All
not.
is fair enough. Is it the one of Timini and Adeyemi?
Yes, it was an. It was just okay, right? So I don't know
I
why.
think that is like one way actor. The same thing over Angry Bird.
So I've not seen The Uprising. Omoni Oboli was nominated in that category. I've not seen it, so I
Someone
will
I
not.
know said the movie was really very good.
I talked about Omani Oboli's this her YouTube movie that everyone Odogu, this one
Oh,
that
I
everyone is
was,
talking about.
that was going to be our last thingy
yeah,
because I wanted to
talk
talk
about
about
it last.
like Prime.
As I like the movie,
Netflix.
I have not finished watching it.
You've not finished watching it, K.
I have. I've seen it to I have like 5 or 6 minutes to finish. I think
Okay,
I got
okay,
bored at
okay.
the end.
You know what? We have a few minutes to go because I actually wanted this to just be 2 hours.
Okay, that's
I don't
fine.
want it to be too long. So,
That's fine.
I think everybody just give one comment about the nominations, and if there's one film you are looking forward to winning, or if there's one film that you would have liked to see get more nominations, we can just do a quick roundtable on that. Just quick. For me, one series is actually not even a film. A series that I would have liked to see get more nominations is Roses and Ivy. I thought it was a great series, and I don't know why. I can't see it littered here. Like I should see it in so many places.
Okay, I think we will all agree that Biodo is usually sidelined.
But
Biodo
why?
is
It's so
usually sidelined.
unfair. Those
I
two
don't think
ladies in
he.
that film, I should have seen their names here. As
I
best actress,
I feel
best
like
supporting
Biodo is
actress.
not getting the flowers he should be getting in Nollywood,
Because
and I
like
think
it wasn't even when
I thought
it
I
was
thought we established it that they have to submit the movies themselves or something.
so are
What
you
if
no,
she did
saying
wait,
not?
Biodo did
wait.
not submit?
Can I say something? I
She did
think
not.
we on this call, we have parts to play. See, if Biodo wants to bring out movie today and Funke wants to bring out movie today, I think the fans will shout more about Funke's movie than Biodo's movie, even if Biodo's movie is way better than Funke's movie.
No, no,
And
no,
I
no.
think that's
Oh
On
no, I
that
don't
But
agree with
case,
that.
I don't agree with that.
Publicity,
Funke,
marketing.
Funke
check
is
comment section
her
now. Check
own
your comment section
biggest
right now.
supporter. She will shout about it to the whole world. Even the dead can
Uh-huh.
hear about it when
So
Funke
it's
has
Even
a
not
film
to
coming up.
yeah, so she
my
has the audience and she's using it well.
Yes.
I feel
so
like
no
Biodo
no no
should
no
do
no no
more of
wait,
the
sorry to
publicity.
no wait, I don't follow Funke Akindele, for example, so I
Mm,
don't know when she starts if I'm not a follower of hers, but
mm.
the way she does that marketing,
Ha.
even in my
Yeah.
house, probably Yaba left has posted it, or people that I'm following have posted it. So it's
Everywhere.
not even about um she has her followers. It is the marketing she does. Funke spends millions. He puts in that effort. So you can't just do a movie and expect that because it is great, everybody's gonna know about it. If you
Mm,
I
don't
got
do
you.
the
I
same thing,
agree.
I will not know
I
about
agree.
it.
mm.
I
See,
agree
So
with you guys. I agree.
see,
PR.
So I feel like
Anis.
Biodo is not getting something right when it comes to marketing. She has good movies that I mean
And so
that
that one
gotten
is not on us. She
nominations.
needs to do better.
It's not
So
on us.
Yeah, she needs to do better.
so if I would give like a
I agree
final
with you
comment
guys.
about the
Alright.
AMVCs, I would
Yeah.
say we should not reward mediocrity going forward.
Yeah.
We should stop rewarding mediocrity. If it's
But
not good, it's not good.
it's going to happen soon because they've already done these nominations and nominations are nothing to write home about. And
That's
yeah,
why
they're
I'm
going to
saying
do
they're already doing it. So we need to stop it. They need to stop that nonsense. If it's not good, we only have 3 nominees for best picture.
Probably not stop if it's this if it's the producers or the movie owners that basically send their movies to them, then the jury would judge if they should actually nominate or not.
Mm.
Because, like I said, I have not seen any of Kemi Adetiba's movie on AMVCA, and a movie is good. So probably she doesn't do that. So if they are the ones that are actually sending their movies to nominate, then I think this would continue to happen. Really, that's what I think. Except I don't know if that is how.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. That if the movies that you send in are not good, we don't need to say because we want to fill this 5 slots, we take it. Do you get? Like, we need to send them back to the drawing board. That's what I'm saying, basically. Because, like, House of, no, Lisa B, Christmas in Lagos. So they want to give
They
that
want
Elo
to make
Zonan
money
boy
now.
best actor and best supporting actor. Hey, God.
AMVCA needs to get money, and I feel like they know that they want to make money. So even if you submit, even if they submit Yamayama movie, they will still bring it out and still line it out. They'll pick the best of the Yamayama movies that are submitted to them, and they'll still bring it out. That's the thing because they want to make money, whether you like it or not. The number of people that are going to vote, and you are saying that Lishabi is bad. Christmas in Lagos is bad. There are some people that will say it's 10 over 10. Have you seen the 10 over 10 that goes on how this but like you ate this movie and left no crumbs. You know what I'm saying? But at the
Don't
end of the
say.
day, they'll be like, I mean, like we see these things, right? Like you will not be like, is it the same movie that we all watched that is giving 10 over 10 like this and all that, you know? So at the end of the day, I still feel like all these platforms, they just want to make their own money, whether you feel like they are right or wrong and all that. But at the same time, I would just say let them sideline all the Nigerian movies that are on that best movie and just go and give it to people outside Nigeria, I beg.
No, we can't do that. We can't do that. I feel
You
like
see, now you're
um
putting sentiment. That's what the person that spoke finished speaking
Becca
said. See, if
was
it's not
saying,
good, it's
right?
not good. If it's not good, it's not good. Let them just sideline them so that they will all go back to the drawing board and give us something good.
Yeah, I think that's the summary of the whole matter, right? We cannot really put all the blame on AMVCA. Our
Yeah.
people need to make better films. But the truth of the matter is that they will not listen to feedback. They won't take feedback. So
They'll
I don't
block
know
you.
how they intend to get
They'll
better.
block you. The same way me Akimolaya has blocked me. The man
Ah,
has blocked me. They will block you.
we'll keep keeping. Abi. Okay.
I think NMR also said me also blocked her.
He blocked me since,
They
so
will block you. You don't know that man. You want to talk.
I think when I was on like, I think I was still on like 500 followers when he
Even
blocked
me,
me.
I was less than 2,000 when he blocked me. He blocked me because I said
It's
Why are
going
you
to
people
be
commenting?
all
Why are you
right.
people commenting on their pages?
no, not his page, oh. It was on my page, oh. I'm not joking, no. It came to my page. I
He
made a
didn't
review
go to
about one of the
anybody's
movies.
page. I was on my page. I put
It was on
a
my page,
review
oh.
that
I
he
didn't even ask him, oh. I didn't ask him.
I
I didn't ask him. I didn't ask him. Somebody went to send the review to him and he blocked me. Eh?
um
I was just searching for him and I just saw that I not see this man. He blocked me.
yeah, I think
Eh?
this man
Voila.
is not ready, to be honest, because he has been in the game for very long. But when
Yeah,
he
he knows
sees
how to
things,
block people.
the
He
kind of
doesn't listen.
mistakes he makes, they are mistakes that a rookie director should not
You know,
make. Like
he's the director of Lisa B.
they're
I don't know if
always
people are
so
aware.
like they're always so bad. You would
His
imagine that
director, his
only
movies are so bad.
a
You
director
just
with
know.
less than one or
So,
2 years
so you
under
did
his
not see
belt should
that
make this
diaper.
kind of
You did not see
mistakes.
that diaper. Abi, in Lisa B, you did not see that diaper.
Well,
Eh?
just leave him
If we
alone.
talk now, you block us. Say you did not see that diaper, Abi.
You'll
You
be
did
all
not see
right.
the diaper.
You'll be very
I
okay.
think I remember that.
But
Wait, there was
Sorry,
diaper.
hello. Can you guys hear me?
yes, we
There
can
was
hear
diaper.
you.
Okay,
Lisa, there was
I
diaper.
went off when I was saying something. I don't know, but
Lisa B
I was
wore
just
diapers. Baby. I don't know who was asking there was diaper. Lisa B wore
Decorum, decorum. We're getting ready to round up. Yeka
okay.
is
We
back.
are
Who
not
has
fighting.
final thoughts about the AMVCA?
I
We're
would
rounding
I,
up.
I'll say for the best actor, the
Let's talk about love in every word though. Before we
Okay.
seven
because I
doors.
don't know when
I
else
give
to
for
invite
for
him
best
here.
actor or something. I think that's a very good nomination because
Seven doors, yes.
I could feel the love of Chioma and
Yes.
Adebayo.
Yeah, their love
I
was real.
know they were in love. I
Femi
know
Yes.
is
they
a
were in
lover
love in the
boy now.
movie.
Have you been
Yeah,
watching
so it
Femi from the
was.
days of him and Funke? Femi is a correct lover boy.
So that
Femi
is
has
actually
always
a
been a
very good
big lover boy.
nomination because I
Yeah.
remember they were in love like 100%. They were in love.
The way Choma
So
was even jealous, if you go no see them day in love.
Chioma, no, Chioma, she delivered. that role was for her. It was
100,
meant for
yes,
her.
believe me. Wait,
Hundred
Chima is
percent
good.
meant for
That's
her.
one person to one day talk about the way she doesn't get her flowers very well in Nollywood.
No,
But
I
she's
don't. I
doing
won't say she doesn't get her flowers. I would just say that different people just do their things differently. Somebody said something the other day that, oh, Kehinde Bankole does not get her flowers. And I'm like, what exactly does that mean? There is nobody that will talk about Kehinde Bankole that will not acknowledge that she is a great actress.
she make herself
She might not
available.
be involved with social media drama and all those things, but anybody who speaks about her, they speak about her with respect. She's good at what she does. And I think the same thing goes for Chioma as well.
Chioma. Mm.
I feel like for so many films, she might have like just even two roles, but it's always so powerful. She did the same in Gangs of Lagos. Like I saw that in
Yeah.
Gangs of Lagos, and I was like, oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
That make
she
her
She
was
did excellent.
she
Mm-hmm.
was really good.
more.
And I feel like
Yeah.
people know
Yeah.
that. Hopefully she wins
And
because she gave it
and
a
I
good,
would like to say that for
yeah.
Chema Chukwuka, this is a huge leap, because I remember when she was still doing those English movies that she used to do Princess, the very conservative princess.
Mm,
That so like now her acting chops in the last 10 years or thereabout, she
mm.
has really done well for herself. Then she
Yep.
was always princess that was
Yeah.
very good girl. She
Good
was a
girl.
one-time actress at one point, but now you can see the versatility, and I
Yeah.
love her
She
now.
has evolved. She has grown so much.
Mm-hmm. No, that the Seven Doors was. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yeah. So Seven Doors, their
It was really.
nominations very deserving. I would have
Mm-hmm.
liked to see Roses and Ivy, and I don't know where that happened. Lisa B, it should not have been on any list, to be honest
It
with you.
should not have been on
Christmas
any
in
list.
Lagos should just be with cinematography. That's the only thing
Will
they
not,
earn.
that will not.
That's the only thing they earned. Cinematography. That's for Christmas in Lagos and Suspicion. But for the other categories, I don't know what they're doing there. The acting was bad. The story was bad. So I don't understand what they mean that it's in best writing or what
So I think
that category is.
moving f- moving
Mm,
forward,
mm.
what I think they should do is to involve. I don't know how they want to do it. Is to get more African movies to submit. You get because once more African movies start submitting, you see at the end of the day they will have to sift some of these movies like Suspicion, like for being nominated from best movies. You get, but
Yeah.
then again, they will still want to put crowds. That's another thing. They will still want to put that crowd they normally pull during the award show. So for me, they just need to find a way to, include more African movies in that nomination list. You can't call
Let's
it
look at.
a Pan-African award and just a best movie out of 7 nominations to be 5 Nigerian movies, then one Ghana and one South Africa. It doesn't really make sense to me.
From a let's look at it from a business yeah,
So
let's look at it
yeah,
from a
I
business
understand. Wait, no,
perspective.
but then again, it's an award show. It's not. You're not doing business. Are you getting me? You're
It's
not
business
doing
for
business. If you are doing business, remove that
Come on,
Africa, call it Nigerian Movie Awards, and we leave it at that. We will accept it.
give a category.
You know why I'm saying that is as
See later.
Nigerians, if you if an award is probably done in Nigeria and everything, and you are seeing few of Nigerian movies there, people would not really look at it.
Yes,
People
I
would not really
understand where you're
care
coming
about
from.
it.
Yes.
Maybe that is also their drive. But you
Yeah,
know,
because
Nigerians, when we
Nigeria
don't
seems to
want
be the
something, we
largest
don't want.
audience.
Yes,
Their
which
Yeah,
is
budget,
so if
their
we
fine.
don't
budget
want
is
it, we
Then
don't
which
want it. We'll
is
not,
which is
So
see, which is fine. I understand that's what they're trying to do. But stop, remove the Africa from it and call it Nigeria. So we know you have a target audience.
let them
Because
have a category for Nigeria. Then they will not do Africa later. Every other
the way we have Big Brother Nigeria, then we have Big Brother Zazu. Good. You can do other Africa own separately, then do Nigeria own separately. Everybody will be all right. Are you getting me? Because when I say all
yeah, I
this,
get
hey,
you.
yes, but then again, they just want popular movies, people to show up for the award. Let
Yeah,
it not be like
that's the
nothing is
thing
happening.
exactly.
Nothing is happening because
Now
there's
you're
some of these
getting it.
movies. Yeah, let it not be like conversation is going, something is happening. There's balls for the award. So it's
Imagine
not.
80% of the movies are like other African movies. We wouldn't have anything to say about it.
Funke doesn't have to
Yeah,
dress up for the award this year. She knows so she doesn't need to go.
Who's that?
No, she'll go now. It will look like
Why?
she's
She's not going to, you don't know that girl. She don't send you. She goes to snub them. Let me tell her.
now
Not
she's
today.
happy. But Tomiwa said something. I'm going to move. We are going to move to the next topic now. But Tomiwa said something that I want to address. He said something about the fact that if it's just Nigerian films, we make more films. Maybe people might not be interested. Was it Tomiwa or somebody that said it? But something came to my mind. Do you think that we're just saying this because we're in our own bubble, right? And we don't really know much about what is going on with those other industries. I was talking to somebody the other day and he said something about Kenyan films that they make
Right.
so many films.
I watch South African movies on Netflix a lot. Those people, their acting is very bad. They don't know how to act. Leave that.
No. Sorry for cutting you short. So you can't use the movies you see on Netflix as a yardstick for measurement.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
That's also true. That's also a
You
valid
can't use
point.
that as a measure of measure. So I what I would advise
Have
is
some
once
movies on
once
Netflix
you
as Nigerians that we
once
don't even.
if you have the opportunity, try and watch those movies
Mm,
that they submit for their country as an international film for the Oscars. If you
mm,
have the opportunity and avenue of seeing it, try and see it. Are you
mm,
getting me? Once
mm,
you see it, you will know that we still have a long way to go in terms of storytelling. You
mm,
get, and in terms of our chances at the Oscars when it comes to international future, you get,
mm,
because there's this Kenyan movie. I'm trying to remember the name of the movie. It was shortlisted. I don't know if
mm,
it's Kenya, but one of these African countries was shortlisted for top 15 movies for the Oscars. Though it didn't finally get nominated, but it was
mm.
shortlisted. Then one way or the other, I
Hmm.
just saw the movie. It was exceptionally good, and when it was also
Oh,
nominated for the
where did you
African
see it?
movie.
Can you let
Sorry.
us know the title and where you saw it, so we can also
Yeah,
see?
I was trying to. I think it was a friend of mine. I saw it in his house or something. So, and that
Me,
movie
I'm,
was also nominated
I'm
for
usually looking for
African
good
movie.
movies.
Yeah, and that movie was nominated for the African Movie Academy Award. You get, so things like that. But again, like you said, this African culture. I'm not saying all their movies are good though. They still have the one that has commercial stuff, but the one that they push for, like for film festivals, like Sundance, Cannes, and the rest. I think those ones are, when you see it, you know that we have a long way to go in movie making. Like we still have a long way to go in movie making. And again, it all boils down to, to us it's a business. We want to make profits. It doesn't really, all those awards does not really concern us. You
Mm.
get, so we just want to make profit, pocket our money, and go home. Do movie like Finding Me or anything, and let us be going. So
Somebody just said something in the comment section now, and I'm actually glad this came up because I was gisting and I forgot what was important. Why was With Difficulty Comes is not nominated? Oh my god.
Why
No,
was what?
With Difficulty Comes is. I don't think he got any
Oh, okay.
nomination. Did it? He did
No,
not.
I didn't see.
He did not. And that
Go and
film
drink
was
water
one
from
of
that
my
cup.
best for 2024. It was really good. So,
And did the producer submit it?
well, there's no way to know.
That's
That's that thing
also,
that I was saying
yeah.
about
I think that's a
transparency.
limiting
Let the
factor.
producer say it on
Limiting
their page
factor.
if they nominated it or not, or if they
That
submitted it or not. And let's now go to the AMVCA page and go and finish them up. That why was this
so
one not?
that's the limiting factor. If the
Because you
producer
cannot
or
be
the owner of the
you cannot
movie
be
is not
fighting for
nominating
somebody
their
that is not
movie,
fighting for themselves.
sadly.
What if the
So
producer does not even see it as a good movie? Like maybe because the popularity was
mhm.
Why
bad.
would she do that? Because everybody, most people, I feel like anybody that saw that film, there was just something special about it. Like, it
I
was
think the
really
limiting
good.
factor is if the producer or the owner of the movie do not submit, then
Akode
it's
Sumbo
really
is saying it was submitted. I'm asking him if he's sure, because I want to know why it was
Have
not
you,
part of best
have you
movies, to
gone
be
to
honest.
let the producer come out and say, "Oh, I submitted my movie and they did not know."
Ah,
Then we'll
the
know
person
what to
said I
start.
will ask her to confirm. Please ask to and confirm. Or
okay.
please send me a message on Instagram at Nigerian. Okay, you probably know.
Then do a post about it now. Let's continue from and talk.
All right. It is well with AMBCA. I'm going to have another conversation when the awards finally happen. It is well.
Oh.
Let's hope for the best. I was going to round up, but I got two messages
Love in every word.
that I want to us to quickly go over. So I will just mention the two things at once. So when you're speaking, you're answering those two questions. So the first one is, what did you think about Omoni Oboli's film, Love with Every Word? I think that's the title. Then the next one is, what films are you looking forward to in Q2 2025? Who wants to go
Okay,
first?
let me go.
All
Love in
right.
every word.
I'll go on.
I just feel like Omani was just fortunate that the movie was hyped.
She was.
Uh, because the thing is, for me, I feel like that movie. See, at the end of the day, the reason why the girl, if they had left it at the fact that that boy had accent, was the
Mm,
reason why she didn't like the boy. Maybe it would have made more sense. Just see that story about her father and all that. There was
mm,
nothing exceptional about that movie. Yeah, it was a good watch for a YouTube movie.
mm,
Yeah, but thank God she didn't even think about taking that movie to the cinema because it would
mm,
have just been like, what's this? But I think it was just, see, there are some people that are just very lucky that when people start hyping their movie,
mm.
they will just start getting the views. And the more the views, the more the noise.
Yeah.
And yeah, we are in that era of romance. Everybody's looking for love.
Yeah.
So maybe that was the reason why the movie hit. No, actually, we'll go now. Do you get? So I just feel like it wasn't like and all that. Now, which movie am I looking forward to? As for somebody that is where I am, that we don't get to see movie and all that, I'm looking forward to seeing Summer Rain in the big screen and this Real Love by Timini. I just want to see something. That's just it for me.
Next.
Next.
I'm next.
Okay, oh, okay. You can go.
All right. So, loving every word. I liked the connection between Bam Bam and Uzo Arukwe. I'm happy about the hype because it just means Uzo Arukwe especially gets his flowers. He's been getting it, but not on a very large scale. So for that reason, I'm happy about the movie. I also didn't agree about the whole father thing. Like he came quite late. It was just like an add-on because from the beginning they were flirting. She was feeling the guy, and then all of a sudden ghosting because of accent. It was weird.
Mm,
And so, but I liked the movie. And I think, yeah, I agree with the first week. It was just about grace. It was, I think, grace for Omonio Boli. But I liked the romance between, he acted like the kind of man that we want. Someone that's going to push even when you're like giving him attitude. He has the
mm,
money. He has the emotional maturity. Like he was
mm,
there. I think that was, I think, the thing that really made everyone like you was like,
mm.
this is the
Oh,
kind of man we
for
want.
the next speaker
Like,
that will speak, oh,
and
I'm so
then
sorry, but somebody should talk about the reason why a 45-year-old man was not married. And nobody's saying something about it. I'm sorry for cutting you. Yeah, let's talk.
oh yeah, oh that bit, yeah, I didn't understand that bit as well. But then sometimes you just don't find the right person. It's not
Mm.
because you haven't searched. Some is because they're like red flag, yeah, but sometimes you just don't find that person.
Mm.
And then for a movie I'm looking forward to, please, can we all
Yeah.
in droves go and beg Kemi Adetiba's husband to release Finding Messiah?
Oh,
This man
you,
has been
you, are you
hyped out
sure
for
you're
over
not?
one
Are you sure
year.
you're not in my mind?
And you know
Over
one
one
thing.
Are you
year.
sure?
And you know
T, are you
one
sure
Check
you're
thing.
not
the
in my
song.
mind?
I listen to it every day. This man, I
Are you
don't
sure
like
you're
this
not in my
idea of
mind?
this is not Marvel. This is not Avengers that you tell me that something is going to come out in 3 years. You can't tell me that you're done with the movie. You have done everything. Peter Adochi has spoken. And a year later, you haven't released anything. It's
I
not
don't
fair.
know. Just watching down the
Can
ladies' for
can
don't
you guys hear me?
We can
Yeah.
hear you, Tomiwa.
Okay. Because I wanted to because that's exactly the movie I wanted to talk
But
about.
wait, T, are you done?
Yes, I'm done. I'm just
All right.
frustrated, but I'm
Okay,
done.
Tomiwa, you can continue.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't plan to cut you short, but it was just so interesting that it was the same movie that
Thing
I'm
that you
looking
were
forward to.
thinking
You're looking
about.
for, yeah,
I
that
don't
I
even
was
remember
thinking
it
about
again, sir.
because I felt like when I first saw the trailer and the song, I was like, we have this movie already? Like, geez, can this movie come out already? So, for me, for the Omoni Oboli's movie, I think it was actually entertaining. So the old love and all it was really entertaining. It was not like out of the world storytelling, but was really entertaining. That's all for me.
Exactly.
And for the movie
Sorry,
I'm
which
looking
movie was
forward to,
entertaining? The Ojogu Parara movie.
Yeah, love
yes,
in everyone.
It was entertaining.
it's
Yes,
it's
let him
entertaining because
finish.
That's the only reason why people would be talking about it. Was
Oh yes, I let him
No,
finish,
please.
please.
That movie is horrible. I'm sorry to
It's
say.
a lie. It's not horrible.
It's a horrible
An horrible
movie.
You will
movie.
wait. You will
No, it's
wait.
No,
You
not
will wait till
horrible.
your turn.
sorry. When I saw that movie, I was
I
like,
don't
Wait.
think
oh
it's
my god.
horrible.
Oh,
I
you
think it
can
was.
wait now. Let
You were
Tomiwa
like,
finish.
are we at this point with Nollywood that we are hyping this kind of movie? Abi? God bless you. Yeah,
Like,
talk.
No, I
Let
don't.
Tomiwa
And
finish.
Ashabi, we're not hyping it. I just said it was entertaining.
Yeah.
It was entertaining
No,
because
I wasn't
I like.
talking to you.
Okay, like I said, I must be very factual with you guys. I think I still have like 10 minutes to finish the movie, and I started like 2 weeks ago, but it was entertaining. Yeah, it was. Then
wow.
the movie I'm looking forward to see is
Okay.
yeah, because you see the way they were talking. I think Bam Bam did a good act. Like she acted well. You feel like she
Because
was
there's
in
nothing
love.
to act there now. There was nothing to act there. Oh, Jesus Christ. What
Some
God
people,
this?
some people can still kill that role for you.
Onyeka. Today I
Yeah, some
told you
So
people
there
can
was,
that.
still
I told you
sorry, there
that
was
it's
nothing to act.
nonsense.
See, she
no,
did
some
not do
people can
badly,
still
but there
kill
was
that
nothing
role
to
for
act
you.
there. There
Let
was nothing
let
to
Tomiwa
act.
finish. Let
Okay,
Tomiwa finish, please.
sorry.
Thank you.
So Finding Messiah definitely is one movie I'm looking forward to, and I really hope it's worth the hype. Then I wanted to say something one time. Sorry, we talked about this Tayo guy.
Funny.
We should also look at yeah. The truth is, if someone is a lead role and the person is not good looking, we'll not really like it. So that's also a fact that I'm sure
And you
most
said
of
there are
these
no
producers also
other
look
fine
at.
boys.
So
There are no
Na
other
lie,
fine
so
boys.
if
na
person
lie,
is not
na lie,
fine,
na lie. It's a lie.
we will not really
No,
like
It's a
it.
lie.
So
So
yeah,
that's
Who are
part.
these
I'm
so
people
sorry.
murmuring in the
If he's
background?
not ugly, if he's presentable and he emotes,
he asked
we will
well, we
fall
will
in
like
love.
him.
We will
Mm.
like him. There's one
Oh,
particular
okay,
actor.
well,
I can't.
just a
If
comment
he's
that so
presentable and he emotes well, we will fall in love. That's the
we will
beauty
like
of
him.
acting. You will be like,
If
fine
he
boy,
told
intelligent boy.
who's Angekwe, we will like him.
Yeah.
I rest my case here. But yeah, Finding Messiah. I'm really
Okay.
looking
Thank
forward
you,
to it.
Tomiwa.
And probably King of Boys, but three, even though I don't think it's
God
necessary, but
forbid. I will watch
no,
it for
Not
like I said, I don't think
not
it's
for the King
necessary.
of Boys. It's
okay.
not
Yeah,
for the
because I don't think King of Boys 3 is necessary at
not somebody to
all.
be
Because the
shouting all
woman
the time, all
lost.
the time. Enough
Alaja
of
lost. She lost. There's no way. She lost outrightly. So there's no way she
I don't know
can
what they are still doing,
redeem
but
it. I
we
don't
go
know
there,
too.
yeah. God sparing our lives in Jesus' name.
Except
Onyeka,
one of the children comes back.
mm, this why that they killed suddenly is that maybe that's the
And
reason.
except maybe that's the only one that can come back. They'll tell us she didn't die. So
But
that's
I
the only
didn't
way
like
she can run
Adeswa's
away.
acting in that film. I don't think she should come back.
If we keep
But
talking about King of Boys, we would love to this. Let
yes, we will
Oyeka
not
talk.
finish. So Onyeka, Oya talk.
Okay, the full movie I'm looking forward to see. I will say, even though I've not seen the trailer yet, Kema Adetiba's To Kill a Monkey.
Okay.
Yeah, I think because of maybe because this lady is Stella Damasus, and it's really been a while that even though I saw in one movie she did with Sam Dede. Yeah, so I really want to see what Kemi is doing there. Then I think Finding Messiah also, the singing and the serene that came with the movie, the trailer rather, it's something I'm looking forward to see. Then I don't know what is holding Genevieve's movie. Hopefully she'll try to release it this year. I think those are just the three movies I'm looking forward to see.
Mm,
Yeah, basically.
okay. You were saying about love with every word. I be love with
Yes, for
every word.
me, I don't know. I'm not saying it's okay. Let me just rephrase my word. It's not a horrible movie,
Okay.
but when the hype was like, I was like, oh, what's happening here? I saw Instagram, everybody, even my flatmate, like, yeah, now let me go and watch this movie. A few minutes into the movie, I was already bored. I was like, I sharp forwarded it. In my head, I said, okay, this is what happened at the ending. I concluded it for them before I get to the ending. And I was like, even with the acting, there was nothing to let me say, there was nothing to act. It just for me, it's like Bamba is acting like everyday life, soft baby girl life. Yeah, she's a soft girl, so she's acting as soft life. So there was nothing to act. Even this guy, Uzo, is Igbo acting. I'm an Igbo boy, and to me, he overdoes it. To me, I just feel he overdoes his Igbo acting. I've seen people in Nollywood like Chigoza Atwanya and Mike Ezuranye done similar things, and they've done it way better. I'm way impressed. And there's this movie on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can come across it. Family Man. It's an old movie. Yeah. So see Michael Ezuranye in his with something like that. Uzo is doing. So to me, it's a basic movie, normal love story, an Igbo man buying beauty to impress a girl. It's not worth the hype. Is it entertaining? To me, no. Will I watch it again? Well, I didn't even watch it the first time, so watching it again, it's like, so it's because of, I think maybe because of the things that they did in the movie, like the buying of the building, the using of Gene, the Igbo traditional dance to come and take the number that pushed the movie forward to viewers' mind. Again, we Nigerians now, we're easily pleased with what we see and everything. But if I'm to score the movie over 5, I'll give it a strong 2. I try, Sha. 2 is okay. Yeah, it's not. It's just it's waste of time.
Okay. Thank you so much. My comments about everything that you people have said. Let me talk about love in every word first. I think the first mistake most people that criticized that film, the first mistake they made was not acknowledging the fact that it is a YouTube movie. See, for me, the expectation when I'm watching a YouTube movie is very different. It's almost like a sachet, the way they do things in sachets now. It's like a sachet version of films. So if you want to watch something sharp, YouTube is where to go. I'm not going there expecting fireworks because the people with big budgets on Prime and Netflix are not even doing anything nice either. Right? So that's the first context. When that is in place, when you know that context, then you will know that for a YouTube film, I don't think it was a bad watch. Onyeka, you said something about there was nothing to act. Are you really? Should we mention the names of actresses and actors that would have ruined those seemingly simple roles, and you are saying there's nothing to act? No, are you really going to say that? Should we mention names? So many actresses, even established ones, that would not have been able to pull off that simple role because there was just something about.
Please mention one. Let me hear. I just want to hear one.
Let's not cause trouble.
Please,
no,
for my sake.
No.
Okay.
I can tell you in the DM later. But Onyeka knows this. I'm expecting him to respond to me. He does, right? What Bam Bam did in that film, what was so good about her acting was how effortless it looked. And I feel like that's something that stands out for me about her. See, it was like she was not acting. And see, that in itself is commendable, right? So you are saying there was nothing to act. No, we have seen people that have come to act wakapas, even established actresses did wakapas in a film and they messed it up. So there was everything to act about it. And did she do it right? I thought she did. Her performance was effortless. It was easy. There was just this way that she carried herself that I feel like so many people were watching Bam Bam. Her femininity was just attracting them. They were wishing they could be that soft. That's how
you're hitting the nail on the head. You're very correct.
That's how you know that somebody killed her role. So many women were wishing they could be that feminine, that soft, that comfortable in their own skin. That is
allowing a man to take charge.
You said what?
Allowing a man to take charge.
Exactly. So
it felt like we were seeing her and her real husband in real life.
It was so. And above all, Tomiwa, above all, I always like it when somebody is acting and it doesn't seem like they're acting. For Uzo Arikwe, I have seen him act the Igbo man role so many times, and I can give you examples of the times that he overdid it. But in this particular one, I didn't think he did too much. It was a lot, but it wasn't too much, in my opinion, right?
He overdid it.
What's that one? Yes, was it A Tribe Called Judah? It was too bad. But in this one, I didn't think it was too bad, to be honest. In terms of the entertainment, I thought, yes, there was a lot of hype. And that just tells you something. Nigerians are starving for
Good
easy,
movie.
quick films that they can just watch and enjoy and move on.
And just entertain themselves and just move on.
See,
Exactly.
Nigerians, another thing was apparent. We need new romantic duos. Like what?
New, yeah, new
Like
faces.
new people that are actually acting like they're in love in films. We need new
We need
people,
new
new
Genevieve.
faces,
New
new
Genevieve.
connections.
New RMD and
Exactly.
Standard Damasos.
So that
Mhm.
seems like, oh, this is a new one because it's a new connection that we've not seen before, and their connection was great. This points that there is a bigger problem with Nollywood. There's so much that needs to be done. But for a YouTube movie, I thought it was okay. And yes, she was lucky because the word spread very fast and it just kept on growing and growing
Spreading,
and
yeah.
growing.
That's
But
something about
still,
movie.
it's
Yeah.
because there was something entertaining about it. See, as Nigerians can be, we also can say the truth sometimes. The person's fans, they might lie to her. Oh. Yeah.
I feel like the bad comments I've really seen about that movie is coming from most people that are from the guy's tribe. They feel
Yes,
like the
and for
guy
people that
overdid
just wanted to go and
that.
watch it to see what the hype is,
Yeah.
there's also that when you want to know, or what's all the drama
People
about.
like us that watched it before they started hyping it. I feel like we
Exactly,
just enjoyed it. I just moved on. I watch movie
exactly.
on YouTube a lot. And so when I see the same Omoni has released the movie that I'll just be like, King Lake to love her
Yes,
to
now
Kamash that she did recently. I'm just like, what's the meaning of all this now? Because you did one is good. Now you're using this thing. So at the end of the day, let's just put it this way that it was entertaining. See, that's the time when we always watch love movies that period.
exactly.
It was because those movies were entertaining. Those
Yes,
movies will make you feel like, oh, this is the type of man I want. This is the type of relationship I want. So I think
exactly.
that was just the point where people just loved about the movie. It wasn't like if you look at the story like you'd be like, hey,
This
so
is
what's
a
not so bad?
basic one, right?
But the acting was good.
Yeah.
Let's give it to them. The acting was good.
So because see, no matter how people hype something, if it is a bad one, see, people will
Don't touch
spit on
anything
it.
there.
And it will not have done that well, to be honest.
Yep.
It's because I
Yep.
know somebody that has watched it more than 5 times,
Kilo
although
day.
Ah,
people exaggerate, yeah. But because
That's
and Oyeka said something about not watching it again. I can't watch it again too. There are very few films I can watch a second time, but the first one, it wasn't bad. What I didn't like was you were trying to undermine their acting, saying there was nothing to act. Oyeka, we know that with nothing. Some people have one line and they still mess it up. Yes or yes? Yes.
our fab
well,
said
maybe because okay, why? Maybe because of what you were not saying online that Bam Bam is a great actress. She's one of the best.
No, but
Maybe
you
that's
know
why.
how people can be. They exaggerate everything. Some people
when
will
people
say
love
she's the
you,
best actress since 20 Kinikon.
when
So
people
when I
love
was
you,
seeing
they
this,
will
I
hype
say,
you up.
"Hey, God, I beg you." Is it that we don't know what is
People that
a?
are one story, one best. When they love you, they love you. So one best actress
Well,
for
okay, let
Yeah.
me
20
just
years.
agree
When they
with
love
you.
you, they love you.
Yes, she, she. I feel the role was for her basically, Sha. You understand? Was I blown away? Maybe because I've seen better love of romantic
Now you
movies.
are talking,
You
Onyeka.
understand?
Because
Maybe
see, for
because
you
I've
to
seen better
most people will be
love.
acting, you'll be wondering why was this person used for this role? It will
Actress,
make no
yeah.
sense. You will see some
Maybe
people
because
like
of
that,
I've
and you just
seen.
be irritated.
You're
Sorry.
not having to watch it.
Yeah. So that's it for that film. As for the films I'm looking forward to, somebody said they are waiting for Summer Rain. Okay, oh, me,
Did
I'm
you
not
watch it?
expecting much from it because the director, she did one already, chemistry, and it was not good. And when I
Okay.
saw the trailer
Um,
of this one, the trailer was not encouraging. The only two
and
people
people
I'm
that
looking
went,
forward
me,
to seeing
I
is
was walking around, and people that went to cinema said it was good. That it was
wait,
good.
wait,
That
have
was
you
not.
not noticed that we really should not trust the people that go to the cinemas anymore?
With 9,600. Trust me,
They
oh.
will
Me,
not
I went
be
to
because they
cinema to
paid their
Ghana.
money. And there is
Me,
this thing that
I
happens
went
when
to
you're in the
cinema in
cinema with
January, and I
people,
can tell you it's nonsense.
right? Because personally,
Uh,
for everything that they've gone to the cinema to watch and said, oh, it was amazing, they've been coming to the streaming platforms now and they are not amazing anything.
me. Me that I want to wait time cinema. I'm film Kenny no ho.
So for me, I'm looking forward to Farmer's Bride and Red Circle. Actually, Red Circle, because there's just something about the way they've approached their marketing. I was telling somebody the other day that Funke Akindele is an amazing marketer. She's an amazing producer. She does so much for her films and she gets the reward. But
Yep.
I can't wait for Nollywood to go past the dancing phase. Like, all those things they do to market their product. I can't wait for that phase to
She's not
pass.
dancing. She wish she has left dancing for them now. She's not releasing music.
But I wish I don't wait for
Yoruba
that
people are
era
the
to
one
pass.
Yoruba people are the one dancing now, and they are now irritated. Ah,
Ah,
God, they need
they,
to stop.
oh God. So
Ah,
see, Red
ah.
Circle approach their marketing in a very it's just really classy. That's the word for Red Circle's marketing so far. I've seen it. Everything just looks really classy, right? So yes,
How come
I'm
I've not seen it? How come I've not
really.
seen it?
Maybe because
By who? By who?
people I follow on Twitter, like they even got like letters. They joined like a community. They sent them stuff. It's like they're going from the perspective of come and
Is it
join
on
this
Twitter? Is it
community.
on Twitter alone, or they should bring it to other platforms? See, that's the thing we always say.
I
At the
think
end of
they
the day,
do
they
it
will
on
release the good
Instagram
movie now.
too. Of course, they don't
But
have enough money to be everywhere.
I've not
They're
seen it
still
all
working
because
without
now,
money.
they will release the movie now. The movie will be good and will not be fighting for them. Well, yet they did not market it well, like Beardo Stevens. They should market it well. We all should be talking about it by now.
That thing we said about money is always a problem as well. So I feel like they're doing the little they can, but what I have seen so far, impressive. And you know what that just tells me? Anybody who can put in such thought behind their marketing, I want to trust that same thought would reflect in the film
Into the
itself.
production.
Because the way some people market their stuff, is so ras and local, you will not to even expect much from the film itself. You know the way I always say, by their trailer you shall know. So by their trailer,
EG, oh,
by
I'm
their
Betty.
by
Mention
their
names.
you say what?
Oh, I'm EG, oh, I'm Betty. Mention names. Yeah,
Please
from name mentioning.
let me not say anything. But right, by their flyers, by their trailers, by their marketing, you shall know them, right? So there's that. So I'm looking forward to Red Circle and Farmer's Bride because I've heard so much. Then yeah, Finding Messiah, of course. Hopefully they will release it this year because at the point they are going, I don't even know what their plan is. But yeah,
Sorry,
I think,
sorry. Is that Red Circle a movie?
yeah, I think
Aha.
so.
Yeah, I thought it was advert for something that they were doing.
You know,
Oh,
wait,
see
wait,
now.
wait. I see.
Ah,
That's
I
not
thought maybe it was maybe promo for maybe gang. If I say gang up, maybe promo
Is this the idea that
against
they said
something.
Omotola Jalade is bringing a movie in Easter?
Yes, a friend of mine saw the screening of the movie. I think they did one small festival, and yes, it
And we
was
have
one
not
of
heard about
those.
it. I should not take it to cinema and not start crying inside a car now.
The my friend that saw the movie said it was well, there's room for everybody to make movie. That's what he told me.
voila. It is
That there's
well
room
with
for everybody to
Nollywood,
be a movie
though.
maker.
It is well with
They will
Nollywood.
start crying inside their car now. Eh?
Anyway, guys, I think this is where we stop for today.
Oh, it
Um,
was nice.
for the people in the comment section, final comments. You can drop a comment in the next 2 to 3 minutes as we round up. Thank you, Ashabi, for joining me. Thank you, T. Thank you, Oyeka. Thank you, Tomiwa. It was a fantastic conversation. Like I was
I love that.
so entertained.
I love that. Thank you so much for having me. I really love it.
Thank you for having me. I
No
really enjoyed the
worries.
session.
No worries.
Please,
Looking forward
please,
to another one.
please, invite me some other time, please.
I will.
promise to behave
I'm
myself.
thinking I might do this more often, but to be for like particular movies. I feel like if you notice, we had so much to say about Finding Me,
Yeah,
for
today we have
instance,
so much to
right?
do. Yeah.
So it
Thank
would
you
be
for
nice
having
to
us,
get like
NMR,
dedicated conversations. But I'll
and
always
allowing us
look
to
up.
rant.
Yeah, no worries. Folakem, you really wanted to speak as well, but I was unable to share the link with her. Folakem, send me a message on Instagram so that the next one you will be one of my speakers. I promise.
You know me, I'm here for you, your regular customer.
Yes, my regular customer.
NMR, maybe you should, like you said, you should have specific movies you want us to talk about,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
we
We have
all
so
should
much to
have
talk
seen the
about today. There
movie.
was so much.
Then
Yeah, yeah. I think that would be good. Anyway,
Yeah, invite us. Me, I promised I was going to behave myself, and I behaved.
thank you. And it was so much fun. Don't worry, I will reach out to you people because it's not like I want to be talking by myself.
You know the normal name without behaving like this. You were the one that said I should promise, and I promised.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah,
Bye.
safe. Bye.
welcome. Bye.
Yeah, bye.